Has there been a time to get serious about your salvation? It was yesterday. Yeah. Ain't that right? In other words, it should have been. I'm telling you, listen, it might be too late for some of these people to try to get right now. It's like he told him he didn't filthy. He don't get right now. It could be too late for you. I don't know why these folks gambling around. It's too much you can't control. Think about that man telling you, listen, stay filthy. What you doing, Mr. Who will tell you to stay? You say, you know what? Cam, I'm tired of living like that. I'm finna get saved. That man said, man, you go ahead and keep sinning. You're like, oh, what? I'm trying to. He said, no, ain't no time. Can you imagine that? You done got earnings, and you serious. That man tell you stay like you is. You say, you know what, man, Leon, I ain't been just with you, man. I'm finna be just. That man said, stay unjust. Hold on for a minute. I don't want to keep doing that man like that. That man said, you can keep that. He said, stay unjust. Boy, I tell you, that dangerous. These folks done played around long enough. I don't want that man to come back and tell me that. Ain't that right? The man said, you done done it. The only reason you tell him that, you done done it too long. You been in the way too long. Man said, don't change now. Just go. He said, I come quickly. And when I come, he done look at when I break it, I leave. I already got your stuff. I can't. Hey, how many of y'all done left before you done got too far to turn around to come back? You just said, at this point, I just got to forget. I supposed to been bringing, you know, he looked at. When I break them cars to come, it's too late. I can't turn around your hypothetical and go back and get you a different one. I already got your stuff. Sometimes people call and say, hey, I had left. You said, listen, man, I'm too far gone. You should have called me earlier. Can you imagine? And we've experienced that. Y'all ever had people call y'all and ask you to go back and get something for them, and you tell them, you too far gone? You should have called me earlier. Had I known earlier, guess what? Only reason that happened because we understand everything is a man. You met around, you try to call him now, that man tell you, man, I already left. You should have been hit me. Once you know you didn't have it, the real hunker down, you know you ain't have it. You should have called me. That thing tight down. Now listen, have y'all looked at the video just how that stuff burning? I watch these dumb people drive. I said, do you know gas in that car? Right. You drive and you can't see it. They're like they rolling. Yeah. Then another car's on the side of the roads. Who pulls over? Right. The world's on fire. What are you waiting on? Man, I got the road. Man, man, that's scary. You come out there and you don't live right. He let you, man, I saw that car driving fine and make it out. Man, them folks should have been calling me. My phone should have been ringing. Ain't that right? Can you imagine driving? You don't know if you don't come out that stuff. That car got to be heating up. Both sides are just burning. How long can you stay in a place like that? I know Zach sent a text. He said Cher left. Who else left? Will Smith left. He could stay. Kim, she could have stayed. They ain't gonna live right. They ain't gonna come out and live right. Man, Will and Jada, they what you call them, swingers. They ain't gonna live right. The fact that you don't stay there this long. Then LeBron James go sign a contract and move there. Man, please. I know where in the world. Magic ain't got enough money. Man, the Lakers going to hell. Man, it's burning up there. I'm not finna come up there, man. That's crazy. The world on fire. Listen, if you're in California and that's going on, do you know that it looks like you got to imagine, you thinking the whole world's on fire. There's nowhere else. You would think, who else? It's got to be doing this everywhere. Just like when it's cold out here, you can't imagine it hot nowhere else. If it's cold on you here, you think it's cold everywhere. Y'all all right? You deal with the imminent, where you're at right now. And that ain't enough to cause you to get right. The fact that this ain't, just this year, how many times they caught on fire? This year. I mean, they had it 95, at least 4 times maybe this year? Just this year? And he ain't over with yet. They folk about to get right, man. I don't know what they're going to take. But you know what I say, though? I think one thing I had to look at it. Had there been a watchman. Can you imagine California burning up and being destroyed like that, and the fact that no East had ever come there to try to talk to them people and try to tell them? It's almost like it ain't fair. The fact that they burn and they ain't getting no warning. No prior communication to telling them that something was going to happen. If it was some kind of, Kerry said had a tornado come through them. Tried to warn them. It was beautiful that day, too. Oh, that sun was so pretty. Ain't that right? Tupac playing California. fresh out of jail, out on bail. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Gonna serenade them.
Yeah.
And then I told you, Ernest, say you a seat, then. I say you a seat. They can burn the rest of it down. Yeah. They ain't got enough sense to get out there and realize, man, I mean, just, if you ain't got enough sense with your natural man, how you got enough sense for your soul? My natural man wouldn't tell me to stay there. Man, what I care about them folks gonna foreclose a house? It gonna burn down anyway. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine you go to sleep and you wake up, you just an ash? I couldn't sleep in that place, man. I couldn't sleep there. I don't know how people doing it. I mean, at that point, I don't know how gangs even think about trying. At that point, you got to start thinking, this is serious. People getting caught in vehicles and just burning up. Houses getting wiped out in a matter of minutes. I'm talking about neighborhood. In 15 minutes, everything you got burned up and gone. Well, you're trying to get right. I know they ain't enough to stop y'all either. They ain't enough to change a lot of y'all mind either. You gonna have whatever mind you got to, you just go ahead and keep that too. Just go ahead and keep it at that point. I mean, the world been in a shambles. This ain't the first time. It's been in a shambles a long time. These people just not laying at the heart. You can't run after these people's stuff. This stuff these people love and what these people want, let them have it. They're like, bitch, it's the American dream. Let them sinners have it. I ain't got no dream for America. My dream is for our people, make sure we save. I'm trying to stack up for our people. The book told us we're going to surely clothe ourselves with these people. That's what I want to see us do. I want to put us in position that when Mr. Yahuwah returns, we'll be ready to fight with him. Not fight him, I want to fight with him. Isn't that right? His fight, my fight. Isn't that right? I want my member to be his member. And I want to be just like Yehoshaphat was. Well, isn't that right? He come, he ready to fight, I want to let him know, listen, well, I'm going to be with him. He tell me we sit still. I want to let him know, listen here, my people, your people. My flesh, your flesh. Isn't that right? I'm ready to go up with him. I'm ready to fight. But what belongs to us? Man, we're in the worst time of our life right here. People don't even realize it. Listen, you're not doing well in the job market. You're not doing well in politics. You're just not doing well in your marriages. You're not doing well in school and education. You're not doing well in health care. I don't know what we're going to do. The only thing we can do is get salvation. We're just not winning. Tell me, in what industry are we winning in? We can't win in the music industry. They got a white woman that sung a song and went to England, retired, and come back and still outsell everybody on song and get more. What that white woman, she did some songs and went overseas, said she was going to Adele or something like that. Y'all remember the white woman, she cleaned up one year on them and went overseas with her boyfriend or something? What's her name, Adele? I had never heard this woman before. This woman walked in and wiped all these little Grammy and Emmy, whatever they had up here, and wiped this stuff up and said she's going to go over there and retire, just sit there and chill out with her boyfriend and bang. Listen, that's white people stuff. Y'all niggas don't count no votes. White people decide who they, listen, that stuff not chosen by you. It's people that market, that produce, that own this stuff, that give out those awards. You at home crossing your finger, texting for something, these crackers control that. They give it who they want to give it to. That's how when Kanye West went up on stage on that white girl before and told, what he told her? Yeah, everybody knew he wasn't lying. Because you know why he did? Because he knew the whole thing was a hoax. That's why he told her. This woman did more than Beyonce. White people going to give white people their gun. They're going to give them their gun. It's their stuff. Everything you believe in, white people tell you to believe in. They teach you to believe in it. And you'll go out and you'll fight somebody as though you got the truth. Based on what white people give you, what white people done told you. You can't believe these people. They don't care about our interests. That means we got to take a vested interest in ourselves. We got to do something to try to set ourselves. We got to try to control our productivity and stop letting white people tell us when to spend, when to buy, when to settle, when to rouse up, when to fight, when to be passive. White people control all that for us. Black people not even control their own emotion. White people had to get a nigga to make a song and then he tell you to jump and roll and spit. Then give you another nigga tell you to run out here and kiss another white man aspirin. Isn't that right? Kanye West, he's got the dragon spirit. Well, that's what he told y'all Donald Trump had. And Trump got it. But he told it to niggas. Listen, white people ain't never moved because of nothing no nigga said. They put Kanye West out there because he moved niggas. He get black people, he made black people run behind and support and don't think. He don't have nothing to do with white people influence. None of these black players, artists, or singers control, but white people just learn how to entertain themselves with you. Listen, black entertainers ain't new, baby. In slavery, they had them. Had nigga play fiddlers. Nigga, they can beat. This ain't nothing new. But you know what? They still didn't give them no land. They still didn't let them have a house. They just like you're singing. They like to see nigga dance. White people always learn how to entertain themselves with it. They don't take that stuff in their homes. White people don't walk in there and put thug life on their stomach and buy no hat. They'll listen to the music. It's entertaining. He's a talented nigga. But they ain't gonna let him marry their daughter. They're not gonna give him no free money and no job opportunities. They use him and let him sit here and destroy you. Tupac was so flip-flop, not having a solid father in the home, having so many people around use them, just so misguided. And that just show you the danger of just books. He was an intelligent person, you know, from what you would call intelligent. I didn't think he was that intelligent from what he did. I just look at decisions he made. But they taught him how to read books and how to study other authors and writers and other people. Listen, all they did was make a fool. Everybody around him made a fool out of him. That's what they'll do. You can't trust these people. They used Tupac to sit here and help destroy our neighborhood. By the time he realized he was a pawn in the game, he had done too much damage. Tupac couldn't turn around the damage he done. That being honest, the guy was talented. I won't take nothing away from him. As a lot of these artists are, they talented, but a lot of them just misguided. Because the family structure is that fragmented. And you don't have anybody that really stand up to try to tell them that. Everybody get them, gonna use them. They don't use the Jay-Z, they gonna use all of them. These guys are getting in the street, come from you and do this stuff. As soon as these guys make it, they'll wear. You couldn't touch Jay-Z. Jay-Z ain't got no conversation with y'all. Beyonce and them either. These people will take from you. These people will rob you and get from you because they start hanging with white people. This man sat here and owned a team. Well, he's one of the owners of the team. He's still on the Brooklyn Nets, what they call themselves. With a man that was second, that almost won the presidency in Russia. What's the chance a nigga got a business with a man who almost won the presidency of Russia against Vladimir Putin, king of farts? Do you know how powerful you got to be? This man a billionaire. This man said in your country on the team, and he was finna win the presidency for Russia. How powerful is this man? And he got a nigga that's a part fraction owner of a team with him? You know that boy sold his soul. Yeah. I know that man sold his soul. Then he run with the Clintons and Barack Obama, hang out in the White House with him. But they'll use you. They'll make you buy their music. They'll get you infused and get you running behind something. These people don't care nothing about you. They don't put anything back into our people. And you really can't blame them because they don't see anybody else do anything. See, that's why from the religion had failed our people. Well, religion was a way they tried to tell it was a way to get out, but religion made us passive. Religion taught us to pray for people that hate us. Religion taught us to let people hit on us and don't hit them back. Huh? Religion worked better for the people that was hurting you than it did for you. Because how it was given to you. Look at white people. We've been waiting on white people to pay. We still paying. White people study probably, their numbers are down, sperm count down, and they still own everything and run everything. Still majority of the polls. How does that happen? Because that's how they killing us with their religion. Who else said about get them back their food? And their religion. Give them back their drug, their food, and their religion. Give it back to them. White people hurt us with this stuff. Listen, every black man, woman, boy, and girl ought to be armed. I'm being honest, they ought to be armed. You know, they got a senator, House representative in Kentucky. He's moving to push for people to be armed everywhere. Government buildings everywhere. He said, listen, if everybody armed, then these people be less likely to take guns up and start shooting. Because now these people got to realize other people armed and you can be stopped. I'm with him. A lot of it would be stopped. If it was mandated that everybody was armed, you got to think before you run a crowd full of people and tell everybody to get down. Especially if you're just one man. That's just being honest. You change the dynamic, but the way they got it set up now, the Democrat got it set up well. Basically, you the victim. Criminals always going to get guns. I don't care what law they going to make. Criminals going to get guns. They don't make laws to keep guns out of criminal hands. They make laws to keep guns out of innocent people's hands. They need victims. Do y'all not realize that? What laws do they make to help empower you? They're not gonna make laws and sign bills that's gonna help you to get businesses and industry. They're gonna sign bills to create jobs. But they don't think about that, do they? My members are the smarter people they got. They don't look at it. What Trump telling y'all you get? More businesses or jobs? He's telling you what's down. Exactly right. Why is unemployment down? Because more people got jobs. I love these people. I got the most intelligent people. My members got jobs. They love them. Y'all love these people. Y'all help Trump numbers. Y'all help infuse this mentality of we need to be working for other people. My mindset is everybody needs to have their own. But this is the first time I've ever said that. That's what it is. I never said that before. You've heard me say that everybody need to have their own. I say no. I say that other people need to work for other people. Oh, just trying to make sure. I get confused sometimes. Sometimes I remember what all I've been said. I said it every time. Everybody need to have their own. You don't want your own. You keep working for other people to get their own. You're working for other people that got their own. Those people are never going to offer you the opportunity to have your own. They're going to offer you the opportunity to grow with their company. See, the problem becomes you got a ceiling. Y'all understand that? What you figure this ceiling? What y'all figure the height that is? Figure about 20? 10, maybe a little less than 20. 10, maybe about 16 feet, maybe 20 feet. Let's go 20, Matt. I know that right. He don't like that. And you can't look at it. Why Carson got so mad? Carson about to start speaking English on this. No, but just think about it. Let's go with what we'll go with. You want to go with 20? Carson just got mad with 20 before now. Do you want to? That's pretty high. It might not be quite. Let's go with 20. You going to judge it on me? Basketball goes, yeah, I two basketball. Yeah, two. All right, let's go with 20. All right, we'll go with 20. That's good? Let's say I got 21-foot aspiration. Why? He told me to stop. I got 21 feet aspiration. We got a 20-foot rule. Cautious say stop. How many of y'all agree? I agree. If I'm going to stay here, I'm going to have to stop. If I got 24-foot aspiration, I got to go. So this is what I'm saying. America has a ceiling. My aspirations are bigger than America's ceiling. What I need to do? Keep building in America. It's going to limit me. Y'all didn't know that? Y'all all right? That's right. He's saying right. So I'm crushing my dream. That's what happened. That's what happened with these jobs. They actually just crush your dream. All the jobs do is tell you that it's secure. That's what slavery was security. That's why people wouldn't escape. Once you start getting people just a simple science of math, it's cold out there, dark, you got family. What y'all do about food? Where y'all gonna stay? All those things just really just kill people, just made them realize, hey, I would like to be free. I would want something better, but what it's gonna cost me to do it and what I have to do is scary. So it's safe to stay a slave. That's what you guys do. When you stay on the job, it's safe. When you're on the job, the only reason you should be on there is infiltrate. That's the only reason you can be there. It make no other sense for me to be on the job. Let some infiltrate. That's what they do to you. They always had infiltrators. Whenever we had religious leaders, they put people with them so they can infiltrate. Find out what was our strategy. What were the conversations? What were they planning? Who were the ringleaders of this whole thing? So they always had people. Even with Shaul, you know, they had false Aki that slept in. To do what was again? Their freedom. They want to know what you know what I'm saying? They want to know what was this found freedom they got. What's giving them this boldness that they're not afraid to speak or say what they're saying? Huh? Why they not fearing the system anymore? And that's what white people do. So white people say, you know what? If we want to regain the Negro, We need to make sure they can get jobs. That's what you've been crying for ever since the movement. You wanted schools, better government schools. What's the problem with government school? Who knows what's the problem with government school? Controlled by the government. So explain to me, what is a better government school? It would be a more controlled school. But hold on, don't y'all remember years ago what they were asking for? Better schools, jobs, housing. That was affordable housing. That was affordable because the government. See what I'm saying? So the white man is trying to get you back with that same psychosis that he fooled our elderly people with at their time. I'm asking the white man for a better government systematic job. I'm asking the government for a better education, a government education, an affordable government education. What kind of education I'm gonna get when the government loaning me the money to go there and go? That don't scare you. If I get empowered with information, I should become a threat. And the government's going to loan me money at low interest rates so I can pay for this education. That's going to empower me and make me come out to create my own, or it's going to make me go get a job. What did all you guys get when you got out of college? How many of y'all left college and got your own business? Raise your hand. How many of y'all went to college? How many of y'all came out of college and got your own business? You were looking for a job. Your complaint was when you got out of college that there was, what was it? No job. So you took lesser paying jobs that would allow you, listen, to get experience. So you could in turn go back and get a better job. That now you need to go get some more certifications for so you can hold that job. I love college. I love America. I love America. Go to college and tell them people you want to go to college, you get your own bed. White people go to college, it's just a fun place to hang out to. It is. Go down, don't get no tattoos, get a bunch of Greek letters. They Greek letters don't look like your Greek letter. They color their organization, now the color, they making business deal. Listen, man, the white folk having big time fun. Listen, my dad a congressman, his dad the governor, his dad the vice president. Her mama a judge, his dad on the Supreme Court. We effing up everything, enjoying ourselves, getting all A's. And we come out, we'll be in politics. And we'll be pushing? Education. Because Johnny can't read good. That's what Bush told you, a Yale graduate. He said, I tell you this, he said, I got all C's. The man told you flat to your face. He said he went to Yale. He said, I tell you what, I got all C's. I don't care what they say, he's still smart enough. Come on, his daddy held a position. He got a position. His brother was on their way to the position. His daddy held governor, head of the CIA. His daddy was a senator, but 2-time governor, 3-time vice president. And walked his son right into the position. You got to love these people. Now, with all you done, the man done used drugs, the man was a drunk, the man done failed every company he ever had. He, totally devastated, just annihilated every company. He's wrecked every business he had, he wrecked it. He had to sell the baseball team. Man got rid of one of the greatest players ever. Bought for a ball of bill. That's the dumbest businessman you ever seen. But look at him, he's wearing the president, so he's a smarter man than we are. But see, white people set themselves up like that. So I got to start talking about this because we got to change the dynamic. See, what I've been talking about ain't working. I got they all hear something different what I say. I say a lot of stuff that my members hear differently. Right. Oh, y'all be surprised what people hear here versus what I say. Everybody here don't hear what I say. Everybody hears something they want to hear. Because they got their own mindset. They see their own way. I tell you what I ain't got. I ain't got a job. I ain't got to go nowhere Monday morning and anybody going to fire me either. I ain't got to go nowhere Tuesday and ain't nobody going to fire me either. Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, however day you want to put it. And they ain't going to fire me for getting the days of the week wrong either. Y'all all right? You have an education. You have a job. I don't have no education. I don't have a job. And I done told you before, Tony can't read good. I might be your next president. Why they mess around? I don't smoke weed. I inhale. I sucked it through my nose. I don't hear. I smoked it through a bong. Isn't that right? I ain't gonna lie about my history, about my past. Isn't that right? I might be your next president. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
So I just want to change our numbers. I want to change the way we do stuff. Y'all got it? And the way we do it, let's just think about it. If we want to get things better than what they are, you know what I say we do? Do something different. If what we're doing got us in a situation, let's do something opposite. Huh? If he told them not to eat of the tree, the day they eat it, what were they going to do? So what wound up happening to East? Man, a shock. They ate and we died. Let's do something different. Let's not eat of it. Let's not take of it. Let's not even touch it. Because all these things, once we see it, it's detrimental. What has the school system really did for us? The school system got up fighting to keep our kids in the school system. We'll go to school to argue to keep our kids in the school system that's actually setting them up. Once they start a paper trail on your kid's done. If your kid want to try to go get a government job, they're going to pull those papers. That's why white people do them. And that's why white people go and white people they look at certain papers, can get this. This never happened. Never happened. Never happened. They're not going to do that. Your kid found. Your kid got a jacket in elementary. That jacket going to follow your kid. And them people give you a recommendation for your child to get on Ridley. They put it in the file. We recommended that to your kid. We recommend to you, and you go get it. You know your kid ever take Ridley. You know your kid can never become an FBI agent. Oh, it's a certain charge you can never get. You can't go in the military either. That don't bother y'all? How many of y'all ever heard of Ritalin? How do you get Ritalin? You go to Revco, you go to what, Rite Aid, and just get you a prescription from where? A doctor. Who typically recommends Ritalin? What kind of school? Private schools? Public school. Government schools recommend it. And government recommended you and tell you need to get in those. Teachers are not psychiatrists. They're not psychologists. They're piss poor educators, a lot of them. Not everyone of them are piss poor educators. Some of them are just book smart, but they can't dispense what they know. They can't make your kids understand the subject matter. That's what a teacher do. You got to cause people to understand. I don't know what the people do. A lot of people, listen, just because you know something don't mean you can tell. I got people that know stuff, they can't teach it. You got to break it down to the simplest form where people can grasp the concept. Most people don't understand concept. You ain't going to believe it. Tony can't read good. Y'all all right? Tony can't read good. I can understand concept. I know if I see something, I can cause you to see what I see. Y'all all right? But the thing become for us, we got our kids going to a system where these people really can't understand. They know, but they can't disperse. Got it? And then we sit up here and we're getting our kids, and these kids are constantly getting written up, they're constantly getting put out, they're constantly getting sent to the principal because these people don't feel like I shouldn't have to educate and discipline. Then you shouldn't have that position. You're dealing with children. You ain't gonna believe how a child thinks. Who know how a child thinks? As an adult? How do they rationalize? So if a child thinks like a child, rationalizes as a child, I'm educating kids. I don't think disciplinary gonna come with this job too. I'm not gonna be a disciplinary either. I'm either teach or I'm a discipline. Mushar was an educator. And he was also a disciplinarian. What are we doing? We got people sitting here that don't want to take on the job. It goes along with teaching. You're going to have to discipline. You got to know your people. Mushar told you he knew you. He said he knew you, that you would not go prolong. That means he was, listen, you got people sitting in the school that pass tests. They're giving $40,000. Years ago when teachers was in the 20s, making $20-something thousand, $19,000, and they knew how to educate and they knew how to discipline. They knew a child's mentality. They knew, listen, you ain't going to office. Come on, go in the class. I had a teacher at the 7th grade named Miss Peterson. Listen, you ain't going to principal office. She take you in that closet. When she take you in that closet, you're going to be real good when you come back out of there. She would sit on the edge of her desk and tell about her two boys. Her kids were in college. She would tell about her kids in college, and they were twins, how they would act, and how they would do stuff, how they would do. This lady, I try to think why, and I'd be listening. And the bad girl, she said, hey, you better have my work done. I said, I'm going to the closet. You didn't make up your mind. I'm listening to what you're saying. Plus, I don't want to do the work anyway because Tony can't read good. So I'm liking her story. But she understood a child. And we got a lot of these people in school, they don't understand the child mentality. They know how to go to date, they know how to wear a short dress, they know how to text and teach, they know how to hang in the teacher lounge, they know how to talk about hoes and niggas. That's just being honest. They know how to test, they don't know how to educate. Now that's not every one of them. So it's crucial that we start putting people in position inside and create our own system so we can educate and discipline our own kids. That's bad. We don't think about it, do we? Let's just give them while we work, we give them to other people. Years ago, a daycare wouldn't make no money. How many kids your mother had, your mother and father had? 14. How many of y'all went to the daycare? But how many kids your parents had? How many of y'all went to daycare? See, but you know what? Because you know what? It's that important now. I know today, listen, if we're going to do this, we got to create a system. It's got to be real temporary because we done got ourselves out here now. So now to just try to rip the rug from under ourselves is hard. So what I got to do, I got to try to wean y'all away from a lot of this stuff now. Because we done came up in a system. That's what you do. You work to get a job. You know what people pretty much get a job for now? To make sure it can pay daycare so they can get out from their kids. So now they done tricked us to pay to get away from our kids. So we're giving our kids 7.5, 8, 9 hours with a stranger. With a pervert, if you can just pop that phone one time and see what they watch. How many times they recorded your kid in the bathroom? We leaving our kids with people that's sticking 40 bottles inside a refrigerator. And they go grab one. They ain't reading no name. They talking. Give them this one. Just shove it in their mouth. Do y'all know some of these kids have AIDS? Do y'all know that some of these kids, how many of y'all are not aware that there are kids at your kid's school, right here in Conyers, that have AIDS? How many of y'all are not aware of this? So when they're at this school, they're eating off of these forks and spoons and plates. And sometimes these people that's underpaid, you just shooting it through them. And like they're paying, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Your kids playing with these kids and talking and hugging and dating and hooking relationships. And by law, they can't tell you these kids got AIDS or any other infectious disease. That's a right to privacy. That's invasion their privacy, and the school system gets sued. And these kids got a right to get educated and be right there with your kids. That's why white kids and white people start setting up their own system. Not to say they don't have any in their system, but the numbers are reduced. A lot of times they put us and they create these schools. Our school will have an influx. You find an all-black school, we will have an influx of any type of disease you want. Y'all got it? Because the same care, they're going to have, listen, white schools going to have a real nurse on staff. You're going to have a little NA, somebody done took a couple of little courses and know how to put a Band-Aid on. You know what I'm saying? They run out, they put a piece of masking tape on. They're going to put people qualified. They're going to get qualified dietitians. A real dietitian understands a balanced meal. Y'all know what a dietitian is? There's somebody that understands what's a balanced meal, how to put a breakfast together as well as a lunch, because these foods are going to be vital for thinking. That's why white people have better food in their school system. Yeah, they get the junk food. Kids want to eat it, but at the same time, they're going to put a real nutritionist in, because food is going to have a whole lot to do with how you function and how you think. Why am I up here? Listen, y'all get y'all new pals. Get y'all one. Because I just been there with y'all. I don't know, what is this something y'all think about? How much your kids and how much you're exposed to out here? You don't think everybody on your job at program, walk in your job just goes, hey, we all need to get our own business. You're finna get fired. Because the job is not set up for that type of communication. Anybody that remotely looks like a start to try to put out anything look like something or having their own or breaking off. If they find out you talking about applying for other employment, you don't be able to do other job. Do what? Get rid of you. Because if other people see you applying other people find out you having that kind of conversation, that means something's wrong with this job. And I don't need people thinking about getting some of their own. So I need to get rid of you, or I need to demonize you. That don't bother y'all either, does it? So you stay where it's safe, and you learn to say, man, I go to work, I just keep my mouth closed and do my job. You know what I do? I just be trying to go in there, man, get them crackers, my 8, 9 hours, go home, talk to nobody. Then you part of the problem. You part of the problem. Y'all all right? Y'all going to sleep on me? We got to start changing some of the dynamics. We got to change. Do you agree that the system's against us? How many of y'all agree? So what do? Leave it like it is and pray. Leave it like it is and pray. Even the people that was in the car in California were praying. What were they doing? Why they ain't praying stay? Because real deliverance from the Lord is if you just stay where you at. Even white people got enough sense to know to pray and move. Pray and move. And you know what else they had to do? They couldn't have had their eyes closed. Can you believe they were praying? I know they ran off the road, they had their eyes closed. But white people taught you to pray with your eyes closed. That's how Dorothy got home. You close your eyes and you click your heels together. That's how you go home. That's how you go home. You know what you find out about the Wizard of Oz? And I encourage y'all to watch it. Because you know why? The whole thing was a hoax. That's what she found. All the stuff she would fight. She had to fight through the flying monkeys, the wicked witch of the West, good witch come and talk to her and tell her all little cute little stuff, run with a dumb scarecrow, a tin man ain't got no feelings, a lion ain't got no courage, just to get all the way up there to the White House like her and find out the whole thing is a hoax. A nigga can relate to that mother. You know how many times we done been up there and stood under Lincoln's nuts? To find out, make sure Lancaster get a check by his name. Somebody put a check by Lancaster's name. Can't make sure you get an extra because you getting regular about. How many y'all agree with that? He get real regular. If he pointing out, he the first. Make sure you get one and remember yourself. And get Carrie one too. I don't know what he's doing, but getting one anyway. You'll do something, Carrie, it's early. But y'all understand that? Think about that to get all, because you know how many times we felt like, hey, we got to Washington, we were going to get change, and we had gotten up there. That was the whole thing. The march on, y'all did during the era of the march to Washington. How many times black people took on those march to Washington to do that? What did it change for us really, though? You know what we find most of our impact was when we affected them economics. Just like what King did with the bus system. When he got blacks to get off a bus system that didn't cater to them, and we paid the same fare as Caucasian people. And you couldn't pick your seat. King said, we affect them by not riding the bus. King said, won't. Get in cab. You know, black people ride, said, where you going, brother? Some of them people, can you imagine that? Today, I see him and I know where he's going. I know him. I'm acting like I'm fooling with someone inside here, right? You look at me and say, left that nigga there, back up what I'm doing. People actually stop, your people look like us, actually stop and would have picked him up and would have did him no harm. I might not be going the complete way he's going, but let me help get this, because I understand why he's, even though I got a car, the bus is not my concern, but it's the fact it affects all of us. If we can at least get back to that type of thinking, saying, you know what, I don't know when my car might break down, I have to ride the bus. He didn't think, if that bus stuff, I got a car, my car can't break down. I can't get a flat and don't have a spare, and all of a sudden I got to jump on the bus, and when I get on here, I find out all these seats, and the man tell me, you got to go to the back. I'm thinking, is it the fare I paid the reason I get the seat in the back? No, it's because you're a nigga. These for white people. White people ain't here. You still can't sit down. To the back. I might be crowded, cluttered, had to stand up. And then seats up there, and I paid the same fare, waiting for some white. Can you imagine that there's a system that sets and holds a place for white people, even when they ain't there? Man, what if we could create a system that, get up for a minute, just so you know. You don't know when you might have to come here. What if there was a way we could keep that open, that whenever you do come, Wouldn't that be beautiful? White people do it. You know who else did it before they did with the bus system? Kennedy. Jack Kennedy did it. I never heard of, sorry, Joseph Kennedy. You ever heard of Joseph Kennedy? He's the father of Jack Kennedy, one of your former presidents. Joseph Kennedy, he's the same man that made his money from Prohibition with the Rockefellers, with Al Capone, with Onassis, who his son's widow married his son. Her name was Jackie Bouvier Kennedy Onassis. She married the son of the man who also made their money from Prohibition with Al Capone and the Rockefellers. This doesn't bother y'all, huh? So what did Joseph Kennedy do? Joseph Kennedy actually set his sons up for the presidency and for Senate. His first son he was going to put in there got killed during the war. He got killed during the war. So he set Jack up. Can you imagine while his boys were in the war fighting, can you imagine why they was out there fighting? These boys on ship, they went on ground. These white boys. First of all, get out of your mind, white boys don't hit on the ground. White boys stay on ship in barracks. Rarely white boys die out here in servitude. They only die because the ship get hit. They always put their kids where safety at. What are my people here think? What y'all thinking? These white boys getting guns and running out here attacking people? No, they attack people that's unarmed. Like the white boy they had that went over in Iraq kicking doors in are citizens. He was a brave cracker. Do you know how dangerous unarmed citizens are while they sleeping? Do y'all know what they could be dreaming? Y'all, I can't work with these people. Do y'all understand how dangerous little kids are when they sleep and they don't have guns in their home? Because it's illegal in their country. You gotta kill them, people. These are future terrorists. So you don't think like good Americans. So anyway, we jumped off and we lost it for a minute. Well, Joseph Kennedy actually held Senate seats for his sons. He brought Jack in. He saved seats for even Ted Kennedy. The same man, they don't know about that. Ted was too young for the Senate. I think he got to be 37, 38. Ted was too young. Do y'all understand his daddy got them to hold a seat till his son's birthday would come, he'd be old enough to get that seat? You shouldn't be that amazed because they saved seats on the martyr bus for white people that weren't there. Why am I here? What y'all want? What y'all want? What y'all using me for? What y'all trying to do? What y'all trying to talk to me? What y'all trying to do? Because y'all not practical people. Y'all not practical. You satisfied with these people. You satisfied with their system. You're not going to do anything different. I said, okay, well, you're not going to do that. But let's try to vote. Let's try to get out here and get involved. Let's try to create our own candidate. All I'm trying to get y'all to do is to create. I'm not trying to get you to fall into somebody's system. I'm trying to get you to look at their system and show you how to create your own, because every system they got, they took from you anyway, so you wouldn't be a copycat. You would just be an originator that came back to what they originated. You know what they're going to say? Tony wants to be like white people. I don't never want you to be like white people. I want you to be like the people you were called to be. White people want to be like you. That's why they lay on the beach butt naked. That's why they go buy sunlights and buy tan in bed and burn it. Look at Donald Trump, them white eyes up under him. Like a spook. Yeah. The spook that stole Christmas. What that book they wrote? One of them. So you just look at, because they want to be like you, even they turn orange. Everybody want to be like you. A majority of people want to be like you, and the sad part, you don't even want to be like yourself or be what you were called to be. That's the detriment and danger. All I try to get y'all back to is what you were created to do. You were never created to work for nobody. You was created to make people be subject to you. We made people tributary. Y'all all right? You know what Yahushua didn't ever go out and do? Who hired him? He told people to follow him, he was giving jobs. That's why it was dangerous. He had people quitting jobs. Walking off, no week notice. Listen, today, guys, we're going out. We're going to try to catch as many fish as we can. We're going to need all hands on deck. And I'm joking, done drop their nets down. It's going to hurt my business. This man hurt the fishing industry. Y'all know who control the fishing industry now? The mob. This man called probably, you don't believe what the Mars, Italians? Would that put us back to the Romans and the Greeks? What are we doing? See, they don't want to talk about that. Y'all don't talk about stuff like that, do you? What you want to talk about? Talk to them. What you want to talk about? The cat in the hat. Why is the cat in the hat and the hat not on the cat head? These are questions that we need to find out about. Why the cat don't have the hat on the head? Why is the cat in the hat? And they wrote a book, and you get it for your kid, and you dumb your kids down. That cat can't just get in the hat. Somebody put the cat in the hat. But you done bought the whole series and educated your kids with it. Then you want to, who that fat salt, little salt, big shoe, little shoe? Why am I having, I'm confusing my kids. What are these white riddle books? And listen, whoever wrote these child-mindless books convinced them that they need to be in the school system. Big shoe, little shoe, red shoe, blue shoe, red shoe, green shoe. What are we talking about? Little house, big house, smaller house. What are we doing? This don't even bother. They're just kids reading books. They dumb us down. White people start their kids off with better reading books. They don't have time for stuff. Listen, they read to their kids while they're in the belly. They read to them to put them to sleep. They read to them all the time. They educate them. These kids take them right off. Your kid's behind. By the time you get your kid right, or start getting them material that's going to be valuable for them. I study white people trying to give us a read, but it don't add no value to us. None of they white writers, white rulers, or white conquerors, it don't add no value to us. That's for white people to read. White people need that stuff. We need to know stuff about our own people. That's going to empower. That's why they can spend time learning about the French Revolutionary War and all this other stuff, because it's white people stuff. Ain't that right? It don't involve me or my people. It don't add nothing to me. When Shaul said the people crept in on him unaware, you know what he said to do? It didn't add nothing to me. You know what he said he did to him? I guarantee if I had Shaul right hand down, so I'm going to read a book to you. Big shoe, little shoe, red shoe, blue shoe, green shoe. He going to pay me no attention. He'll say don't add nothing to me. And you know what you do? Get your kid home. Get Tom home. Tommy ain't listening. Big shoe, green shoe, blue. I got to beat him. I got to beat you, Tommy. Tommy, I got to do it to you. Because it don't add nothing to us. A lot of times these kids, why they looking at why our kids not learning, because a lot of stuff they teach don't add nothing to us. We got to add something that's going to actually give us something. That's an influence to us. I can't relate to no French Revolutionary War. It don't involve me. What am I learning about the Spanish War? Bunch of folks throwing taco burritos at each other. You don't add nothing to me. Then you going to test me on it? You going to test me on the Spanish War? Go to Russia and see what they teach them about Negro slavery. They're not going to teach no white kid no stuff like that. Most white kids don't even understand what slavery is because they don't teach them. Listen, that was just a time in history. I can teach you about stuff that's going to make you, empower you. Yeah. They teach them stuff, they're going to teach them about rulership. That's why white people, because they're natural rulers. All their education about rulers, white people that dominated, white people that ruled. All your black people were slaves, jobs, janitors, maids, and housekeepers. And what I want as soon as I graduate? A job! I can't help, but I'm not going to help. What did they educate? I remember one time, I had a black teacher. I had a few of them. And we had to do something about history or something. We were talking about cowboys. She made us learn about black cowboys. Really exciting. One she gave me was a guy, and his last name was Henry. I was like in the 4th, 5th grade. His name was Henry something. He was black and Indian. He had killed more people than Billy the Kid. Billy the Kid was renowned because he had killed so many people at a young age. There was a black cowboy. His last name was Henry something. Indian black mix. He had killed more people than he did. Never heard about it. She got the book. She was really big on us trying to learn about ourselves. When we called each other niggas, she made us get it. She said, spell it, then she made us look it up. And that's when I ain't like her. Because I'm like, this is way out of scope of what I'm here for. I know my parents ain't sent me to learn how to be trying to spell these words and be looking stuff up. And then at the time, back in the 70s, it meant low down, disgusting, dirty person. Then you try to go back and you try to look up the word, you say, I know I said it. Because you know what they didn't teach us about? It's a thing called word usage. Y'all remember that word usage. What white people do, every year they change the dictionary. See, in the I came, how many of y'all knew that when you was in school? You know, what school were you in? Were you in high school, middle school, college? What middle school you went to? In what state? Okay, we'll disregard all that. Put a check by the name. Ain't nobody in Alabama know about no word usage. This man tell me he's from Alabama in middle school. My mother, this man knew about it. They changed dictionary every year, mother. In Alabama. I know that, right? Give him 2 checks. The man's in Alabama. He know that in Alabama. What school? Hey, maggots. Give him another check. Have you been checked? The man said he went to a maggot school. No, but I'm just saying, how few of us knew about word usage and that they would change. Now, but now they have what they call an urban dictionary, where they'll kind of cater up. All this is for white people. This ain't for you. These white people got stuff. I remember they came along, they had language they called valley. Valley, was it valley? For white people, God you is. They actually had books with this type of writing to teach white people how to have this lingo. Because you had ghetto, you had jive. White people listen, white people disregarded jive. Hey, my man, slide me 5 so I can stay alive. That was called jive. But that's how black people grew with each other. What's up? Soul brother. Woo! See what I'm saying? We had that type of communication, but white people disregarded it. It's just rhetoric, buffoonery. But gag me with a spoon, like show a girl, like really seriously. And this was a language recognized by whites. I can't do no something. Now I'm gonna have to quit this. I'm serious, y'all gonna make me quit. Because our people, but you know what? You know what the problem I got with my people? It don't incite them enough to become angry enough to say, why can't we have our own and why we can't be acknowledged? See, what you got to look at, you're not worried about white people acknowledge you first. The first thing is for you to acknowledge yourself. That's how you get other people to take acknowledgement of you. When you start making white people your ambition and goal to acknowledge you first, you're going to lose your validity. Because see, once white people decide to stop acknowledging you, then you lose your fight. So the first thing to do is me to acknowledge this is my soul brother. This how we gonna talk, this how we gonna communicate. Got it? So white people start to see us and acknowledge what happened, because this is our talk, this is our language. Why y'all eat? This is our food. You know what I'm saying? Everything that we ate, white people came and made fun of it. Barbecue. White folk barbecue. Watermelon. White folk eat watermelon. But you know why they shot down watermelon? You know, I got black people, I cut watermelon. You know what they do? I got nigga ain't gonna eat it now. Because they seen a picture. Watermelon has so many sources of potassium and vitamin. Even when I was a kid, we used to eat the seed. I remember, listen, when they cut and give it to you, listen, you drop your face in it. I used to get watermelon in my nose. Y'all over there, that's when you get serious. You don't drop that thing and hit like this and went and that thing got in your nose. You eat, listen, you ate seeds too. The seeds are more healthier than the watermelon. So you can see why white people will make cartoons and videos and comment about you eating watermelon, because the first thing a nigga do because he can't think is, I ain't gonna eat no watermelon. White folk made fun of black people eat watermelon. See, he convinced you out of something. He convicted you out of something. So you got to start making your own conviction. Stop letting white people delegate for us. Now this ain't important. Why am I talking about this? This ain't important. What y'all can do? What y'all trying to do? What y'all trying to do? I got old. I got tired. Listen, well, maybe I need one of them preach. Because I'm tired, y'all. Listen, I love what I do. But y'all just ain't people that just motivated me to seem like you really want to do something. If they won't give it to you, you'll take it. Because white people going to take theirs. Y'all all right? I'm being honest. What belonged to me? That's in your book. The book said that the Kodash of the Most High was going to wait for them to do what was again? So they're going to take it. How long? And how long? So that means we're going to take it by force. I mean, and then, not only just take it, that means I'm going to be the, You're done. I got to be able to defend it when I take it, which means I got to stay in a mindset. I got to stay in the books are having a readiness to avenge when, oh, I like that. I like that. Avenge it. That's what we want to do. Y'all don't want to do nothing like that? You know, white people avenging 9/11, a terror attack that they created or fictionalized, and say, we'll never forget it. You know, they're over there right now, Trump, the orange peel, and their commemoration for when the Marines actually got their validation. They're over there commemorating World War I, when Germany and France came together on the train ride, and World War II, when Hitler would have actually took them on out. The French won. Two, Hitler would have won, but we jumped in. See, and you know who get the credit for that? Do y'all know who won that war? How many of y'all don't know? Raise your hand and see. We did it. See, the problem they had with that whole war was Hitler could beat Russia. No, listen, nobody in Europe could beat Hitler. Nobody. None of these people on that planet could beat Hitler, except for one group of people. Some black Americans, some blacks that were victims in America. We won that war. Every bomber that they sent through was getting shot down. So what they did was they had some other planes that fly with them, and they were supposed to protect the bombers. The bombers were still getting hit. So when they got our people, that's when y'all heard about the Tuskegee Airmen. Those were black guys. Did y'all know some of them still live right here today? Oh, there's something came to Austin School when you was in elementary. You actually got to meet real life heroes that saved the country. None of them boys are over there today. Trump over there. Trump is a part of the problem. Trump is an Ireland. Why would he be there? His ancestry is Ireland. Ireland ain't never beat nobody. They made great four-leaf clovers. But just showing you just how piss poor stuff is. People of color actually won that war. We defeated Hitler. Can you imagine a white man that the whole world feared? They feared Hitler. Can you imagine somebody look like us went and beat that big old bad white man? Somebody who hadn't even been in combat. White people, you know why? They did not believe in blacks killing whites. They lost that war for so long a period of time because they feared that if blacks went to Germany and started killing whites, that they would come back to America and they would start the same thing. Y'all don't know nothing. Come on, folks. Who know what I'm telling you? How many of y'all didn't know this? When they had the Civil War, civil because it was right inside this country. See, the biggest terror they ever had been right here. They never got it from nowhere else. Biggest terror they ever had been white on white. The Revolutionary War, England and America. Y'all familiar with that? How many of y'all heard of the Revolutionary War? That was England against America. Who won? Nobody. Stop lying. Nobody won that war. Russia brokered the deal for the peace. How many of y'all didn't know that? Russia brokered that deal to stop it. You went to school, you were educated, and you don't know this. Russia brokered the deal for peace. The reason why it wasn't hard, both of the bastards were going broke. Nobody won. If you go to England, England will tell you they won. You come to America, we'll tell you we won. Russia and America were called brothers of arms. Did y'all ever know that? The Soviet Union, the big bad Soviet Union, who we had the Cold War with, and we're on the way to the second Cold War, and we both gonna blow the world up, were called brothers of arms. We bought Alaska from them to help them out. How many of y'all didn't know that? We bought Alaska from them. Alaska belonged to Russia. We're just in bad shape. Cause white, see, this is why I'm pissed. Cause I didn't learn this in school. So I look at, I used to get A's. I got awards for when I was in history. I'm studying the wrong stuff. The man would give me an A because You got the wrong information right. The man gave me an A. I made patrol for getting A's for getting the wrong answer. I gave the wrong right answers. And the man gave me an A. Because he was just making sure I knew what he wanted me to know. I didn't know what I needed to know. I knew what he wanted me to know. That's the danger and detriment of government schools. Most of your higher education is going to come in when you separate out from these people. You have to research to find a lot of this information. They don't just leave it public. They don't just leave everything at your fingertips like they said. Computers just at your fingertips. It's a fingertip away to get you right away to the wrong source of information. Because the problem with the internet, anybody can upload information. By the time you ring, I tell y'all what I'm big about in ring. Let me learn about the author. They don't like that. I don't care because he got a DR period in front of his name or an MBA. I don't care if he masturbated all the time. That's not my problem. I need to know somebody. Y'all like that, huh? How I come up with that like that? Think of MBA, masturbate all the time, 999,000, 277 more. How did I just do this all of a sudden? Now I'm like some kind of like acronym genius. Is that what it called? So, it's late, but yeah. I guess in telling y'all everything I'm telling you, it's just to encourage you guys to research, to check, and not just trust everything people give us. Because it's dangerous. People usually typically have a reasoning for why they give you certain information. Because there's only so many things. You know they got stuff that's called classified. Why is that? Now, the CIA, the FBI, the marshals, the court system, all got classified information. Because there are some things, is that where it stopped at? Is that where it stopped? You go to certain places, and they got doors that say authorized personnel or restricted, meaning there are some places. So why am I trusting the internet to have all my information? Why am I trusting because I go into a place called the library? They used to get on me for calling it the library. No. I didn't have, I just called it the library. I didn't know I was telling the truth. It's not, it's the library. They don't even get, they know it's a library. Whole bunch of fruit of lies that these people put in here and let you read and think you found something. How you found something when they put all this stuff in here? So if I got a room and I put in place all the books in this room, I don't know what's in these books. I got a book in here I'm not aware of that I put in here, and you can just come in here and get it and just check it out and leave with it. And you just snuck it out past me. Nigga, you got what I want you to have. That's why we got to start resourcing. Y'all got me? Researching and discovering for ourselves. Too much of that stuff, that Dead Sea Scroll just came up, got busted. But I ain't never said nothing about none of this either. So you start having problems when you start doing geological locations. When you start saying something you hooted had, but you start finding over in Yasharal. You start having problems, they start putting these geological locations on where they're saying they find the information that you said somebody wrote. But you won't question that because it's 2,000 years. You know, people didn't tell lies 2,000 years ago. No, seriously, and 4,000 years ago, people were honest. Man been lying ever since he been here. He been lying ever since he been here. So why y'all keep trusting because it's old is right? Slavery old, is it right? Is it accurate? But it's old. That's how a nigga gets you. Get it and put some dust on it. Get it wrinkled up like this, hand it to you. Look at it. This thing got to be like 5 billion years old. Nigga just put it down 10 minutes ago. Y'all all right? Yeah, raise your hand, y'all want another preacher. Tell the truth. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna go make a YouTube, so I'm gonna get another name. At least I'm honest. What y'all wanna do? Tell them lie? I ain't gonna be mad. I ain't gonna call y'all name. I'm gonna call out. Let me see if I remember. All right, go ahead and raise your hand. Somebody at home raise their hand. Now, when you lose your arm, because nobody asked you, that'd be the will of Yahuwah. Ain't that right? And now they gonna try to do that to my. It's too late now. It's too late now. I done called them out. They done gone out. They ain't gonna come back boy now. Let your arm go with California. Y'all all right? All right, we're gonna get ready to move forward and then cut that heat off of him. I don't know, y'all. I'm just tired. Did you learn anything though? Now, what I'm gonna ask y'all to do is, what always, check behind me. See how I got into a lot of bad information is repeating what you hear other people say. It ain't that everybody's wrong. You just got to make sure you're right at this point. Because a lot of times white people going to look just like you do in school. You can copy other people's stuff. You just need to source the information. Right? That's all. Everybody copyright. Don't let these folks fool you. Nobody original. Everybody copyright. Everybody's a copywriter. You ain't made these words, you're a copywriter. I don't care what format you put them in, you are a copywriter. You're a plagiarist. These are not your words. Stop letting these people fool you. Everybody researching still. These people ain't no genius. Ain't nothing new under the shamash. All right, that's good. All right, come on, Sharon. All right. Now getting stronger and stronger. Although that are able, you don't make it back up, we understand. In the Hashem of Yahushua HaMashiach, we come before your Kudash presence, asking for your everlasting recome, asking for the establishment of your Amat that will enter inside of our Basar, which is our mortal body. Ask you to translate and transform us into the Benil, the Elohim, Yahuwah. We give halal, kabud, unto the Hashem of Yahushua HaMashiach, your being. Ask you to save us from everlasting destruction. Ask you to be recome upon us that might change and regulate our law, and regulate our minds, that we might think on the things that make for salvation. We ask through these trials and tribulous periods that we are intertwined with, that we don't lose source of faith toward that which you've committed to our trust. As you Shabbat to Abraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, the Yahudim, Yasharal, and always we ask you to Zakar, the way of Yah, assembly. Always asking for that purified way of walk, to talk, to live, to be proven by, that we might receive the Ruach HaKadosh. Asking that you remember the Raha, the Malachi, in every place, giving us a debar to speak unto a captive people, to loose the captives, to set at liberty those that are bruised, to heal the brokenhearted, to teach the acceptable time of Yahuwah, our deliverer. Asking that you remember those that are watching in, those that are seeking, those that call upon you of a pure law. Transform them as well before it's everlasting too late. Asking for your everlasting mercies upon us, that we don't be caught and trapped in our sins and our iniquities. Ask you to let us be a Sadiq people, a Sadak people, a people full of your Khan, a people whom you look upon, whom you ahab. Ask you to give us a true ahab, to serve you with all, that we fail you not. Ask you to search us and try us. See if there be any wicked ways. Cast it from us and lead us in the way everlasting. Let the bar of our mouth, let the meditation of our law be accepted in your sight. And as we prepare to move further in this service, we allow that you take full control. That you get the halal, you get the kabul, and you get the kabod. In the Hashem of Yahushua HaMashiach, we allow. Let us all say, Amen. Oh. Almost ready for that hover round. Want to let you duck to the ground and let you pull back up. Woo! Y'all all right? All right, y'all done heard of the bomb. Thank y'all kind, sirs. All right. So we can get ready to talk to y'all a little bit. I don't hear y'all long enough, haven't I? It's 4 o'clock. 3 o'clock. God. Well, depending on what country you're in. If you're in Alabama, it's 9 million o'clock. It's so far back in time, isn't that right? Man, way back there, man. Alabama ain't seen a good clock in a long time. Huh? Georgia? But you know we got to be good. We make a Florida blind nigga sing about it. Always on their mind. We kicked him out and he still want to come back. Y'all all right? All right, let's see. Where we going? Let's say, thank you, Council. Romans 15:4. What is that? Psalm 2:16. Wow. Goodness. That man said Romans, Bereshit 1:17, Bereshit 1:26, Bereshit 2:16. That man all over the place, ain't it? Goodness. Oh, we do it all the time? Oh, okay. That's how they work out. Romans 15:4. One way or the other, we got to make it right. Listen to the book.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
That's the truth, too. Agreed? So that gives us our validity of why we go back to what they call the Old Testament, or sometimes I would refer to as the first covenant, right? That's right. A book referred to as the first covenant. Isn't that right? That's right. We see how one excelled the other in glory, right? I still don't like that. Let's look at something. See, while I'm straightening out that wrong menace aura, we got to work out. I don't know why I don't like my auras. See if that's the book of Nahum Yah. Oh, right now. Nahum Yah. And need some coffee, I guess let him get some and Kerry need a third cup. If I say he need a third cup, what have I just said? Been out there twice, that's right. Nehemiah. 4, they said 4 cup. That's your 4. That means he got one we ain't know about it. Need a check for that one. One is stolen. Nahum Yah, see if that's 8 and 1. Let's see what happened. Well, wait, that new one. I mean, I got to break in a little bit. Nahum Yah 8 and 1. I'll fix my Roman. Listen to the book.
And all the people gathered themselves together as one Ish into the street that was before the water gate. And they spake unto Ezra the scribe to bring the book of the law of Moshe, which Yahuwah had commanded to Yasharal. And Ezra the Kohan brought the law before the congregation, both of Anashim and Nashim, and all that could hear and with understanding upon the first yom of the 7th month.
This is all that could hear with understanding. Oh, what you got? Put me up at the book of Yirmiyahu. Yah from Yahoo, 3 and 15. Jeremiah. Listen to the book.
And I will give you Ra'ah according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
So what do we gather from the statement Brandon just read? And Nahum Yah chapter 8 and verse 1 again. Listen
and all the people gathered themselves together as one Ish into the street that was before the water gate.
Tell them what happened.
And they spake unto Ezra the scribe to bring the book of the law of Moshe.
Where were they at again, Brandon?
All the people gathered themselves together as one Ish into the street that was before the water gate.
Oh, what you got? Yehukanan. (737). We're going to get this straight, man. This Roman thing, I guess we won't get along because of that slavery stuff that happened. Yehukanan 7:37. Listen to the book.
In the last Yom,
That
great Yom of the Muad'Dim,
what happened?
Yahusha stood and cried, saying,
What happened?
If any ish thirst,
Do what?
let him come unto me and
do
drink.
what? Hold what you got. Let's see what happened at 8 and 1. Knock them, y'all. Listen to the book.
And all the people gathered themselves together as one Ish into the street that was before the water gate.
I wonder why they came before the water gate. Any idea possible? What's the third? And what happened, Brandon?
And they spake unto Ezra the scribe to bring the book of the law of Moshe.
That's how we know they were thirsty. When it made sense that they were having to bring the book of the law. And what did they expect the Ezra to do?
Which Yahuwah had commanded to Yasharal. And Ezra the Kohan brought the
Hold what you got.
law.
Hold on for a second. And they asked him to do what was it again?
And they spake unto Ezra the scribe to bring the book of the law of Moshe, which Yahuwah had commanded to Yasharal.
Yeah.
And Ezra the Kohan brought the law before the congregation, both of Anashim and Nashim.
See that? They brought Yahusha. Hold what you got. Yehukanan chapter 1. 1 and 1. Yehukanan, John. One and one. Abarim. They call Hebrews 10 and 5. Look at 10:7. Listen to the book.
In Bereshith was the Debar,
So that in the beginning was the Word,
and the Debar was with Elohim,
and the Word was with Elohim,
and the Debar was Elohim.
and the Debar was Elohim. So we should have remembered that. Y'all hear that? He just told us that the Debar was Elohim. What happened? Tell me what else happened.
The same was in the beginning with Elohim.
That's how we know he was Elohim, because it's plural. All right? And how we know how that work out? Because the two should be one. Who told us that? Adam. And what was Adam? He was a Nabi. Isn't that right? He let us know. Y'all got it? He caused us to understand and see that. Steady flow. Isn't that right? We could see that. It makes sense. And he told us that in the beginning was the Word was with him, and the Word was him.
That's right.
Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
That was just told us. So we understand it because he told us that the two should be one. So when he tried to tell us that he was the Father, was he lying? He was with the Father, and he said he was the Father. Because our law had already taught us the two should be one. Listen what happened at verse 6. Or 1 and 6. Listen.
There was a Ish sent from Elohim,
Yeah.
whose name was Yehukanan.
Who was it?
The same came for a witness, to bear witness of the Aur, that all Anashim through him might believe. He was not that Aur, but was sent to bear witness of that Aur.
Talk to me.
That was the Amat Aur, which lighteth every Ish that cometh into the Aratz.
What else happened?
He was in the Aratz.
And?
The Aratz was made by him.
And?
The Aratz knew him not.
What happened?
He came into his own.
And?
His own received him not. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the Bani of Elohim,
What happened?
even to them that believed on his name,
Yeah.
which were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh,
What happened?
nor of the will of Ish,
Yeah.
but of Elohim. And the Debar was made flesh,
Y'all see what they just did? What was the Debar?
was made flesh,
And did what?
dwelt among us.
That's good right now. Other one, you're going to pick me up at the book of Matayahu before you get me 10:17. I mean, you got to jump and get me Abarim 10:17. He going to give me the book of Matayahu chapter 27 and make that about verse 19 if I be so kind. And you're going to hold me 10:7. Listen to the book. Got it? Got it? Listen.
When he was set down on the judgment seat, his Ashah sent unto him, saying, Have thou nothing to do with Tzadok Ish?
Yeah.
For I have suffered many things this yom in a dream because of him.
Talk to me.
But the chief Kohanim and the elders persuaded the multitude that they should ask Barabbas
Yeah.
and destroy Yahusha.
Listen.
The governor answered and said unto them, Whether of the twain will ye that I release unto you?
What happened?
They said, Barabbas. Pilate said unto them, What shall I do then with Yahusha, which is called Mashiach?
Yeah.
They all say unto him, Let him be crucified.
Listen.
And the governor said, Why? What evil hath he done? But they cried out the more, saying, Let him be crucified.
Listen.
When Pilate saw that he could prevail nothing,
But rather,
a tumult was made.
what did he do?
He took water and washed his hands before the multitude,
Listen.
saying, I am innocent of the blood of this Sadak person.
Listen.
See ye to it.
What did they do?
Then answered all the people and said, His blood be on us and on our Beni.
That's good. That's good. At 10-7, Abarim. They get me Nakum Yah 8-1. All it did cause you to say. Listen to the book.
Then said I, Lo, I come in the volume of the Safar. It is written of me to do thy will, O Elohim.
That's good. That's good. That's good. At 8-1. Nakum Yah, Nehemiah 8-1. Listen to the book.
And all the people gathered themselves together as one each.
I can see them doing that. Can y'all think another time they did that? Tell them when. That's right, when they washed their hand before him. Pilate took Ma'im and washed his hand. Listen what happened.
As one each into the street that was before the water gate.
See that? He just told you, enter each thirst, let them come well.
Under me.
Under him, which means he was the water gate. They were standing right there before him. Listen what happened.
And they spake unto Ezra the scribe to bring the book of the law.
And you heard what happened in the 27th chapter? The Kohanim, they persuaded the people they should ask for the book of the law. I'm sorry, for Yahusha. See that? Listen what happened.
Which Yahuwah commanded to Yasharal.
Listen.
And Ezra the Kohan brought the law before the congregation, both of Anashim and Nashim.
That's how we know who were them. They just did them. They brought them out. He asked them who they wanted. At 27 and about 14, 13, it clearly told you that he knew, that Pilate said they knew he had delivered him because of envy. So it's still tied right in what Nakum Yah did. Nakum Yah was Kohan. He brought him right before the Watergate. He brought the book of the law right before the people. They were before the Watergate. Well, the Kohanim them caused them to bring Yahusha right there before the people. And he was the Watergate. Listen.
And all that could hear with understanding.
See that? And okay, that's why you need a ra'ah. So they can understand. You know those people can understand, right? Because he just told them, see you to it. He told them he was innocent. They just told you they understood. They said that man's blood be on us and on our children. Which means he just caused them to understand. What happened?
Upon the first yom of the 7th month.
Yeah.
And he read therein before the street that was before the water gate from the morning until midday.
Yeah.
Before the Anashim and the Nashim and those that could understand.
See that? What happened?
And the ears of all the people were attentive unto the book of the law.
That's why y'all mess up right there. That's what shoot y'all in the foot why you ain't got it. That's why you ain't got that blood on you and on your children. Because you're not attentive. See, that's what old people, that's the difference. Y'all days off, phase off, don't worry about it. Maybe he'll come back and get you later. These people was attentive to what was going on. Those people came before the Watergate because they were thirsty. They came and desiring the book. They came and desiring to know. And for us, a lot of time that what hurt us. It is. A lot of time, you know, sometimes looking from a Christian perspective, I guess it did a lot of damage. I grew up, people say he'll give you the desires of your heart. A lot of things I wanted, I desired in my heart because my heart wasn't right. A lot of things keep you from a lot of hurts of getting your heart right first. And a lot of things you won't wind up desiring things that be outside of his will, so it's not hard for you to accomplish or obtain it. A lot of times, I want like a bunch of women. It makes sense for him to give me a bunch of women? How they going to work toward the will of edification of our people? How's it going to be expedient for or prosperous to it? None, but then I'm going to say, I'm going to hold him to, he ain't give me the desires of my heart. That's because my heart went right. Right? Let's see what happened. And pick me up right quick. Acts of the Apostles, chapter 8. See if that's 8. 14. See if it's 8, 14. Acts of the Apostles. That's a lot of time what people want. Ask yourself sometimes why you want stuff. 8:14, Acts of the Apostles. Listen to the book.
Now when the apostles, which were at Jerusalem, heard that Samaria had received the debar of Elohim,
What did they do?
they sent unto them Cuff and Yehukanan,
Ambassadors. That's what they did. Tell them what happened.
who, when they were come down, laud for them,
For what reason?
that they might receive the Ruach HaKodesh.
Tell them what had happened before
For
that.
as yet he was fallen upon none of them,
But what happened?
only they were immersed in the name of the Adon Yahusha.
So it's important to do what we do. Sometimes people get immersed, and first thing they start looking at, they start saying why they ain't saved. That's the effectual fervent prayer that we got to have, that palau. These people had heard of the bar, and they were immersed. They ain't got no Ruach HaKodesh. So they were praying for them before they came down, though. That's what we got to do. You got to keep yourself in a state where you can receive it. I mean, y'all have gave up and quit. A lot of y'all would have gotten it, but the fact that happened, a lot of you just kind of quit. You just become kind of dumb. You just heal. It's just, till something happen or something break or your comfort level change, and then you'll be more comfortable where you really want to be, where your heart at. And that time that word hurts you, they realize we got to pray for these people. They don't give up. They don't faint. They don't quit. They don't stop. And that right, they ain't got it. It was people that, as soon as they was immersed, you ain't going to believe what happened. They received it. So you just been immersed. You done heard it. You ain't got it. What's going to happen? You ain't got it today. You ain't got it tomorrow. You ain't got it this week. You ain't get it last week. It ain't for you. So they had to pray for them because he said as of yet they hadn't received it. So they got to pray for them to get. A lot of times people quit before they get something. Let's see what happened.
Then laid they their hands on them,
And tell them what happened.
and they received the Ruach HaKodesh.
That's how they do. What they had quit before they got there. Well, they gave up and they don't believe if it even be a Ruach HaKodesh. Why don't you just wait till he put their hands on you? Yeah, talk about what you're going to do. It's amazing. Y'all you know why you ought to go to him? The fact you'll put in more time on the job than you do for your soul salvation. Mm-hmm. I got people got better time in and got better 10 of day on the job than they got in serving you. You know you ought to go to hell if you don't get it now.
That's right.
You ought to go to hell.
That's
You'll
right.
put in more time on the job, waiting for promotion, waiting on growth, waiting on income. How many of y'all work on a job they done told y'all flat and no pay raise? And still stay. You ain't got the Ruach HaKodesh today and you finna quit. So I'll tell you ain't no pay raise.
Yep.
Listen, matter of fact, everybody's salary froze for the next 2-3 years.
Yep. That's right.
And wait, and I
That's
ain't got the Ruach HaKodesh and I'm finna leave.
Yep. That's right.
Why don't I wait that thing thaw out?
Yes, sir.
Huh? I'm waiting for something better. And I don't know nothing better gonna be nothing better than the Ruach HaKodesh. I'm gonna wait.
I'm gonna wait.
I'm waiting on the Ruach HaKodesh or something better.
Yes, sir.
I already know ain't nothing better coming than that.
That's right.
Y'all got it? That's amazing. Why y'all think he let you sit on jobs and let you wait on growth replacing? It's for a reason. Why people want to wait on this? Listen what happened.
And when Simon saw that through laying on of the apostles' hands the Ruach was given, he offered them money, saying, Give me also this power, that on whomsoever I lay hands, he may receive the Ruach HaKodesh.
What happened?
But Cuff said unto him, Thy money perish with thee,
And what happened?
because thou hast thought that the gift of Elohim may be purchased with money.
Y'all see that? That make any sense? The heart wasn't right. That's true. I go even deeper than that though. What happened again, Chris?
But Cuff said unto him, Thy money perish with thee, because thou hast thought that the gift of Elohim may be purchased with money.
That's good. He said Talim. Interesting. I don't know what he talking about. He said that though. He was serious about it. He said Talim. Let's see. I will do this. Interesting statement. Matayahu. Let's just play off of that then. How about that? (26:4). Matayahu chapter 26, verse 4. Probably gonna read down. Sure. I want to come back. We could do that. Listen to the book.
and consulted that they might take Yahusha by subtlety
Y'all hear that?
and
They
kill
were
him.
consulting how they could take him by subtlety and do what?
And kill him.
Who else used subtlety? And what did Yahusha call them people one time?
Like,
Yahuka. Make sense? That's the behavior of them. Listen.
But they said, not on the feastium, lest there be an uproar among the people.
Yeah.
Now when Yahusha was in Bethany, in the house of Shimon the leper, there came unto him an Ashah having an alabaster box of very precious ointment, and poured it on his head as he sat at meat.
Yes.
But when his Mathetes saw it, they had indignation, saying, to what purpose is this waste? For this ointment might have been sold for much and given to the poor. When Yahusha understood it, he said unto them, Why trouble ye the Ashah? For she hath wrought a ta'ub work upon me. For ye have the poor always with you, but me ye have not always. For in that she hath poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial. Aman, I say unto you, wheresoever this debar shall be preached in the whole Arats, there shall also this, that this Ashah hath done, be told for a memorial of her.
You ain't going to believe it. I didn't want this, but feel what the book said. Keep reading.
Then one of the 12, called Yehuda Iscariot, went unto the chief Kohanim, and said unto them, What will ye give me, and I will deliver him unto you? And they covenanted with him for 30 pieces of silver.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Romans chapter 10, verse 13. I remember the statement he told me, 8:14? What was it, 8:17? What was it? What happened? I get money break. And you said what? It's Gil. What you say? Okay. Let's see. This is 10:13 of Romans. Book of Romans chapter 10, verse 13. Listen to the book.
for whosoever shall call upon the name of the Adon shall be saved.
Y'all hear this? For whosoever shall call upon the name of who?
The Adon shall be saved.
That's 10:13. Make it 12.
Yes, sir.
Listen.
For there is no difference between the Yehudi and the Greek, for the same Adon over all is rich unto all that call upon him.
Listen.
For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Adon shall be saved.
Yeah.
How then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed?
Mm-hmm.
And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard?
What happened?
And how shall they hear without a preacher?
Yeah.
And how shall they preach except they be sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the debar of Shalom, and bring glad tidings of ta'ub things.
Yeshayahu 52 and 1. 10, make that Romans 10 before you give me that. Make that 10 and 10. Isaiah 52 and 1. Let me that Romans 10 and 10. You got me, Yeshayahu 52 and 1. Listen.
For with the heart each believeth
That's what I want.
unto
But with the
Sadiq.
what now? But with the what?
The heart
With the heart. What happened?
each believeth unto Sadiq.
And what happened?
And with the mouth confession is made unto salvation.
And what did he tell him? In the 8th chapter of the book of Romans, Acts of the Apostle? That's fine. Heart went right. That's why I want to go back and look at that. Because he told us with the heart, he said each believer. And with the mouth confession is made unto salvation. 52 and 1. Yeshayahu. Listen to the book.
Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Tziyun, and put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, the Kudash city. For henceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean, Shake thyself from the dust, arise and sit down, O Jerusalem. Loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive Bath of Sion. For thus saith Yahuwah, ye have sold yourselves for naught.
You did what now?
Ye have sold yourselves for naught,
You have sold yourself
for naught.
for nothing. You have sold yourself for nothing. What else, Brandon?
And ye shall be redeemed without money.
What was wrong with his heart? It wasn't what? Why? How you supposed to believe? So now you can see why it went right. That's how important your law is. Y'all all right? Because he thought it could be purchased with money, but we got a problem. Now we got a problem because you just read what the book of Matthew 26 just told y'all about verse 10. Let's tell them again what happened at Matthew 26. About verse 10. I'll get y'all finished. Listen to the book.
When Yahusha understood it, he said unto them, Why trouble ye the Ashah? For she hath wrought a Tawud work upon me. For ye have the poor always with you, but me ye have not always. For in that she hath poured this ointment on my body,
What happened?
she did it for my burial.
Talk to me, son.
Verily I say unto you,
What happened?
wheresoever this debar shall be preached in the whole of Rots, there shall also this, that this Ashah hath done, be told for a memorial of her.
Talk to me.
Then one of the 12, called Yehuda Iscariot, went unto the Rosh Kohanim.
He went to the who?
Rosh
He
Kohanim.
went to the head Kohan.
Yes, sir.
And what did he do?
And said unto them,
What did he say?
What will ye give me?
What will you what?
Give me.
What will you what?
Give me.
If I do what?
And I will deliver him unto you.
And what happened?
And they covenanted with him
They agreed with him
for 30 pieces of silver.
for 30 pieces of silver. Now you got a problem. Got a problem. Olive. Cuff, 1 Peter, chapter 3. Yeah, let's start 15. I don't remember what it say, so let's see. First Peter chapter 3 verse 15. Listen to the book.
But consecrate Yahuwah Elohim in your hearts,
See that?
and be ready always to give an answer to every each that asketh you a reason of the hope that is in you.
See that? That's what y'all got to do. You set him in the right place inside your persona, your inward parts, and you'll know how to answer, because people going to question you about this stuff. Y'all know how to give an answer to it. Listen what happened.
Of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear,
Yeah.
having a told conscience, that whereas they speak evil of you,
They may be what?
as of evildoers,
Yeah.
they may be ashamed that falsely accuse your told conversation in Mashiach.
Now, if they don't do it, that's on them. They ought to be ashamed for the stuff they done said. Someone here ought to be ashamed. Listen.
For it is better, if the will of Elohim be so, that ye suffer for well-doing than for evil-doing. For Mashiach also hath once suffered for sins, the Sadak for the Rasha, that he might bring us to Elohim, being put to death in the flesh, but quickened by the Ruach, by which also he went and preached unto the Ruach in prison, which sometime were disobedient, when once the long suffering of Elohim waited in the Yamim of Nuach.
Back up to verse 12. Make up verse 11. This is chapter 1 and 15. No, 1 and 15. Hold that for me. Olive 1:15. And get me Kazum 5 and 1. Olive. Huff 115. Kazum. Five and 1. Revelation, they call it. 5 and 1, and we'll come back to 115. Listen to the book. Kazum 5 and 1. First Peter, they'll call it 115. Listen to the book.
And I saw on the right hand of him that sat on the throne a sephar written within and on the backside, sealed with 7 seals. And I saw a strong Malachi proclaiming with a loud voice, who is worthy to open the sephar and to loose the seals thereof.
Y'all hear that? Who is worthy to open the sephar and loose the seal thereof? What happened?
And no Ish in Shamayim nor in Arats, neither under the Arats, was able to open the sephar, neither to look thereon.
Y'all understand that? 29 and 10, Yeshayahu. Isaiah. Twenty-nine 10. Listen to the book.
For Yahuwah hath poured out upon you the ruach of deep sleep,
What happened?
and hath closed your eyes.
Who?
The Nabiim and your rulers, the seers hath he covered,
What happened?
and the chazun of all is become unto you as the dabarim of a book that is sealed,
You ain't never heard that before, huh?
That's right.
What happened, Brandon?
which Anashim delivered to one that is learned.
Saying.
Read this, I
What?
pray thee.
What happened?
And he saith, I cannot,
Why?
for it is sealed.
What happened?
And the book is delivered to him that is not learned,
Tell me what happened.
saying, Read this, I pray thee.
What happened?
And he saith, I am not learned.
He won't even look at it. Let's see what happened at 5 and 1 of Kazum. Revelation 5 and 1. Listen to the book.
And I saw on the right hand of him that sat on the throne a sephar written within and
Yahoo saw it too. He saw it in the Kazum. He saw in the Kazum a book being delivered, a shafar. And listen what happened. What Yehukanan saw. What happened?
written within and on the backside, sealed with 7 seals. And I saw a strong Malachi proclaiming with a loud voice, who is worthy to open the sephar and to loose the seals thereof.
Listen what happened.
And no Ish in Shamayim, nor in Arats, neither under the Arats.
That's why you had to know what Yeshayahu told you. You ain't never know when it would deliver to us to try to open it up. So he told you it happened in Shamayim. We got a witness to tell her what happened. He said nobody in Shamayim couldn't open it. And we found out down in the rocks nobody couldn't open it. Yeshayahu saw it in Kazum. He said just like a book, they delivered to men that learned, and not one of them could open it up. Then they gave the one that not learning. He didn't even look on it. That's what happened. He saw it. He said no Ish was able to do what?
And no Ish in Shamayim, nor in Arats, neither under the Arats, was able to open the sephar, neither to look thereon.
Listen.
And I wept much, because no Ish was found worthy to open and read the sephar,
Listen.
neither to look thereon.
What happened?
And one of the Zakan saith unto me, Weep not, behold, the lion of the Matah of Yehuda, the root of Daoud, hath prevailed to open the sephar, and to loose the 7 seals thereof.
Listen.
And I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne, and of the 4 beasts, and in the midst of the Zakan, stood a lamb, as it had been slain,
Doing what?
having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 ruach of Elohim, sent forth into all the Arats.
Listen.
And he came and took the sephar out of the right hand of him that sat upon the throne.
What happened?
And when he had taken the sephar,
Yeah.
the 4 beasts and 4 and 12 Zakan fell down before the Lamb, having every one of them harps and golden vials full of odors, which are the blah of the ruach of the Kadash. And they sung a new song, saying,
What happened?
Thou art worthy to take the sephar
And do what?
and to open the seals thereof,
What happened?
for thou wast slain
And what
and
happened?
hast redeemed us to Elohim by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and and nation.
That's good. Verse Olive cuff, 1 Peter, chapter 1, verse 15. You're going to run into another problem, though. Listen to the book.
But as he which hath called you is Kadash,
So be what?
so be ye Kadash in all manner of conversation,
Why?
because it is written,
That's how important it is for us. Because it's written. Listen what happened.
Be ye Kadash, for I am Kadash.
What else happened?
And if ye call on the Abba, who without respect of persons judgeth according to every ish's work,
Yeah.
pass the time of your sojourning here in fear, for as much as ye know that you were not redeemed with corruptible things,
And?
as silver and gold,
Hold on for a minute. What did you say now?
for as much as ye know that you were not redeemed with corruptible things, as silver and gold,
From?
your vain conversation
What?
received by tradition from your fathers,
How?
but with the precious blood of Mashiach.
That's what they told you in Shamaim. That's what they just told y'all in Shamaim. But you got a problem, though, with the 26th chapter. Because they covered it together with 30 pieces of silver. He just told you weren't redeemed by that. Zechariah chapter 11, verse 9. Oh, and you'll get me 27, Matthew 27, and 1, hold that for me. Zechariah. It's 11 and 9. I'll read down anyway. Listen to the book.
Then said I will not feed you. That dieth, let it die. And that is to be cut off, let it be cut off. And let the rest eat every one the flesh of another. And I took my staff, even beauty, and cut it asunder, that I might break my covenant which I had made with all the alms.
What happened?
And it was broken in that union.
And what happened?
And so the poor of the flock that waited upon me knew that it was the debar of Yahuwah.
What happened?
And I said unto them, if ye think Ta'ud,
If you what?
think Ta'ud.
If you do what?
Think Ta'ud.
What you want?
Give me my price.
What you want?
And if not, forbear.
Listen.
So they weighed for my price 30 pieces of silver.
But you weren't redeemed. What did they do?
So they weighed for my price 30 pieces of silver.
And what did you say about how you didn't want it?
And Yahuwah said unto me, cast it unto the potter,
Why?
a goodly price that I was prized at of them.
That's good. At 27 and 1, Matthew. 27 and 1. Listen to the book.
When the morning was
27
come.
and 1. And when the morning was come?
All the chief Kohanim and elders of the people took counsel against Yahusha to put him to death.
What happened?
And when they had bound him, they led him away and delivered him to Pontius Pilate the governor.
What happened?
Then Yehuda, which had betrayed him, when he saw that he was condemned, repented himself,
Why?
and brought again the 30 pieces of silver to the chief Kohanim and elders,
And then what?
saying, I have sinned in that I have betrayed the innocent blood. And they said, What is that to us?
What happened?
See thou to that.
What happened?
And he cast down the pieces of silver in the temple, and departed, and went and hanged himself.
That's what you would have missed. He waited and gave it back to him. But much as you know, you were not redeemed with corruptible things of silver and gold from your vain conversation, but with the precious dome. That's what they recognized in Shamaim. It was the dome. Because he gave him to get back the money.
That's right.
He
That's
told
right.
him he think good. He said, wait a minute, my price. They did it. When he got it, he said, give it back to him. Because that's not how you were redeemed. That's why I had a problem with his heart being wrong. It just took a little time. You think I covered pretty good? You got to take out around the corner a little bit to see it. People might not believe, but I kind of do this for a living. So you were stuck because you just saw he had got the 30 pieces. I know how he gave it back, and I know how you redeemed. 13:48, Matthew. I'll let y'all go. If you think good, wait me my price.
That's right.
Am I the best at this? Not by a long shot.
One of them.
I'm going to be the best you're going to find right now.
That's right.
I'm going to tell you what you're going to need to know. Because
Yes,
people going to mess your head up out here. If you ain't skilled, you're going to mess up.
That's right.
13:48. How many of y'all try to figure out how we're going to get rid of that 30 pieces of silver? I know. That's what I'm here for. Low outcome. It'll take a little time. I'll show you how it works. It's 1348, Matayahu. Listen to the book.
Which, when it was full, they drew to shore and sat down and gathered the taub into vessels,
And
cast the bad away.
what happens?
So shall it be at the end of the Arats.
What's going to happen?
The Malachi shall come forth and sever the wicked from amongst the Sadah, and shall cast them into the furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth.
What happened?
Yahusha saith unto them,
Y'all can't believe what he asked them.
have you understood all these things?
What does a Ra'ah do?
Yeah, you understand?
That's all he did. Say he was a Ra'ah. He was causing them, and tell me what they said. We confused. We
They
still
say
thinking
unto
about
him,
it. We praying about it.
They say unto
If
him,
we sleep on it, I know we'll come up with the right answer.
yea, Adon.
That's how I know it was a Ra'ah. They understood it. That's what Nakum Young calls them do. Say it don't make no difference where we go, I'm going to still bring it back. That's called my boss. That's how we work. That's what he caused the people to do when they came before the Watergate. He caused the people to understand. Listen.
Then said he unto them,
What did he tell them?
therefore every scribe
If you understood that, you should understand this then. He said every scribe. That's what?
which is instructed unto the Malkuth of Shamayim,
It's like what?
unto a Ish that is an householder,
What happened?
bringeth forth out of his treasure
Some what now?
things new and old.
Are you first and second covenant, Old and New Testament? That's good. Give Mr. Yahuwah a hand clap. Wonderful who. Wonderful who. All right. But that was such a heart. That was such a heart. Don't take that long. Isn't that right? I took up so much time talking. I had to give you something. Only because Mr. Yahuwah said it'd be fine. People don't realize how important. These people go and waste a lot of time out here. You spend a lot of money with these preachers and go nowhere. Isn't that right? And understand absolutely nothing. I appreciate the way. Didn't have to do it, but he did. Isn't that right? Know how I'm redeemed, and I know my heart. I know I can't buy my way in. Isn't that right? That's why he knew his heart wasn't right. Because see, with the heart, that's how you believe. When he thought he could borrow money, then he didn't even understand. How was he going to be saved? He can't be saved. He thought he could buy his way in. That's why his heart wasn't right. He thought it could be the Lord already told you. I just showed you on Yeshayahu. He said you're going to be redeemed without money. So why would you offer money to try to buy something to redeem people? Because your heart wasn't right and you don't understand. Oh, he told me perish. I don't know what the people don't do. Don't worry about it. Pray about it. That's what I tell you. Read, pray, and go to sleep. You be just as dumb as you were before you lay down. When you get up. Nobody going to get no answer about just praying and laying down and going to sleep. Man, I told you he's going to give you something. I'm going to give you a rod. Ain't that right? Going to feed you with knowledge and understanding. What if you just going to pray and get it? What you doing with a rod? Again, your heart ain't right. Exactly. I'm going to just pray and I'm going to go to sleep. When I wake up, Jesus is going to protect me. That's how I know you ain't in no line to be saved. It don't make sense. That's the importance of you having a rod. He just told them. Did y'all understand it? They said understood. So he said, let me tell you how these rods work. Every is just instructed. This is how he works. Every one of them that's instructed into the Malkut, this is exactly how he going to work. He just like a man that's a householder. He can go in, he going to show you new and old. That's what he going to do. He let him know if he's skilled, he know what he's doing. These folks get 20 books and ain't went nowhere. Isn't that right? And you know what I tell me, just to conclude it for him, Tony can't read good. I understand the plan, isn't that right? I understand the plan of salvation, though. I understand how I'm saved. I know I ain't get saved from 30 pieces of silver. Yes, sir. He had to give it back. Because the Lord told him, according to Yeshayahu, you find, in Yeshayahu, the 52nd chapter, he had told him that they were going to be, he said, you sold yourself for nothing. So he said, you're going to have to be redeemed for nothing. Without price. So the 30 pieces of silver was to throw a fool off. So he asked them, what you going to praise me for? They said, 30 pieces of silver. He said, if you think good, then waive me my price. So they waited. But he also came back and convicted Yehuda hard. And when Yehuda saw he was condemned, he brought it and gave it back to him. Because he already told you you're going to be redeemed without money, but people didn't know. They were stuck on the 30 pieces of silver. But then me and Mr. Yehuda already talked about it and said, that's not how it goes. Show them how it goes. Cause them to see. You know, when I tell them to get through, now close their eyes. Ain't that right? No, but so they help you understand. Oh, no, you good. You want to know. But doesn't it make sense? But then what most people get stuck on, they'll tell you 30 pieces of silver, the Lord say, because you're a retard. He did not. He told him to wear it, and he said, if you're goodly price, he told him that's a good price. Now give it back to him. Give it back to him. He'll let you know, I just told you were going to be redeemed without money. So I was able to show you 2 places where they say he did it by the blood. Come said, for as much as ye know. That's why he could tell me his heart wasn't right. Because he said, listen, I want to buy that I can give people that so he can be redeemed. I already know your heart not right. Because with the heart, how man believe? That's how he believe. And with the mouth, confession made. Without price. Without price. So all this started to show you what now when you condemn people, people say Simon was wrong, but they don't know why. They just don't know. People just say, because you say he was wrong because that's what Cup said. I say wrong because I know the law. Which one is easier? When I asked you, that's why I asked you why. You were like, yeah, go, your heart wasn't right. Why his heart wasn't right? You wouldn't pay for it? Wouldn't you pay for it if you could pay for it? His heart wasn't right because he didn't know the law. The Lord had already taught them you were going to be redeemed without price. So it wouldn't make sense that you were saved from 30, make a song, 30 pieces of silver, my Lord. I don't know why would you say that, because you don't understand your law. That's why he told them they do. Because why? Nor. So you can see why his heart wasn't right. Now you can see, I will give you past according to my heart, we're going to feed you with. No ish can come unto me except the Abba which sent me, and I'll raise him up. It's written in the Nabaim, all be what? So why would you offer me money if you know? You weren't taught. Your heart not right. See, a lot of stuff that's why I told you, I'm away from just reciting stuff. It'll hurt you. They used to teach us, they would usually recite in school. A lot of kids can't read, they recite. You'd be surprised. If you read a book to a kid long enough, they'll memorize it. And you're showing the book that run through, they just recite. They don't actually look at the word. Take those words and put them in a different format, they'll mess up. You'll be surprised how many kids can read something they constantly see you read, take them same word, put them in another format, another book, and they're confused. You don't teach your kid 1, 2, 3. I take the number and put them in another format, your kid couldn't pick them out and say they like, because they recite. That's what people do for salvation. They're not saved, they just reciting. I don't want y'all reciting. Y'all gonna need to get y'all a pastor. I'm going to retire on y'all folks. Now I ain't going to stop doing it. I'm going to take that to the grave. But these folks don't want, listen, y'all some drag people. Y'all don't know what y'all be getting. Y'all need, why don't y'all do in the morning, go to church. Go to church in the morning. No, they've been going anyway. Some of them, I knew it was right. Some of them already been going anyway. And they ain't going, they watching on TV. I just want to see what he say. Waving money in front of the TV. Watching no, man, listen. If I go watch some church folk, let me go to hell. I'm not going to nobody to church. I go to church, I'm going to save the people. They ain't going to be able to teach me. I'm saying, so we ain't going to do that. I'm not going to be no train grosser. I come to church, I'm going to come to save them people. Y'all hear me? Because I know our people don't know. Do I know everything? No. But I tell y'all, it ain't just being honest. You're going to have to be skilled. You're dealing with people's souls. Most of these people don't know. They just read and search and research. These people don't understand the plan of salvation. It ain't for it. Do you understand the man is not intended for everybody to get saved? The man said, not willing the innocent perish, but all should come to repentance. Not willing the innocent perish, but all should come to repentance. Not willing the innocent perish, but all should come to repentance. Now, let me tell you how that works. It's a trap. It's a trap. Do y'all understand? He said he's not willing the innocent perish. That nobody should perish, but all should come to repentance. But it's written in Nabaim. So guess how they're going to perish? Because they ain't been taught. He done told you will not come unto me that you might have life. I set you up. You've been set up the whole time you've been here. These people reciting these Christianity statements, they don't even know what they're talking about. Right. The man set you up. Because if you don't have somebody that can break this format down to you, you're going to be damned. Now there's no blood, you're going to be eternally burning. Don't let nobody make no fuss saying, Paul, you can't do this on your own. Man, please, I wouldn't take it on by myself. I knew you weren't with me, I'd sit down somewhere. I wouldn't be sitting here. I'd seen folks, I'm just jump up and try. Go get you all the books and research Hebrew, the Greek and everything. Get all that stuff together and go start your congregation. Man, it's a whole lot more than just knowing some words. You got to be skilled what you're doing. If that man not with you, you're going to be in trouble. Even when they start telling you about Yahusha, when they told you about he went about doing good and all these things, you know what key they told y'all about him? They said Elohim was with him. He wasn't no first man to be healing nobody. They told you about the man. Elohim was with him. And when they sat around, they looked at Yahuchanan, they looked at him and God. They perceived they were ignorant and what? But they took knowledge of them. That's the difference. A lot of people, I told y'all I can't read good. But take knowledge of me. Don't let anybody make no fool like you get all the education you want to. You'll lead these people straight to the pits of hell. Well, these folks too inconsistent to lead people. Man, you got to do like the man told me, man, got to lay hump and say, I got to manifest consistency. Look at that hump. That thing standing back. You don't say that junk in his quad. It's standing back. He manifested consistency. 999,277 more. Listen, I had 1 million of these things. How many say what? He buried 2 of them. See that? I'm just telling you, listen, they ain't trying to get, listen, it's a whole lot of teachers out here, whole lot of preachers, whole lot of people here, a whole lot of knowledge. But you got to be real careful when you're dealing with your soul. Because a lot of times you'll study yourself and you'll push yourself so far that otherwise you'll be so far you don't know what's right. Let's just be honest. That statement you came in, how much studying did you do? The studying of there's no hell, no eternal fire. How much studying did you do? Reading, researching, just looking at stuff. Looking at etymology, all these different stuff. I ain't saying, I'm just show you something. You know what the book said? Ever learning, and you can never be able to come to knowledge of the truth. That's why I try to just cut some stuff off for a while. I don't want to start learning too much. You get so much out of a while, you can stay yourself right to plan. It's a trick. Everything a trap. The book done told you he's going to be for a trap and a snare. You'll think you done caught that man, that thing, no, you done got yourself caught. He'll trip you up because too many people coming. By the time you finish one book, it's another book that come to condemn that book and another book that come validate another book. Then somebody else wrote a book, they got something, they said they got points in it. Otherwise, you don't point at yourself, you look up, you don't point at yourself straight down. You got to be careful, you be dealing with this stuff. Listen, I don't move real fast off everything everybody got. I just can't move off everything fast. I got to take my time. What's right going to prove itself out? That's just being what's right going to prove itself out. Always watch consistency. They don't like that. Sometime up, sometime down, sometime almost level to the ground. Probably no bastard like that. I want consistency. Huh? Who should show consistency? Y'all didn't believe that? Yes, y'all asked you who had believed, what was it? And to whom is the arm of Yahuwah? What was he going to be? He's going to be cut down as a tender plant. Go up before like a tender plant. He's going to be cut down. You ain't going to believe what's he going to be a man. What was he going to be? Acquainted with. Start watching him. Start looking at consistency. You watch these jokers, they all over the place, so they don't know what they're doing. Look at what make them happy, what make them sad. Ain't no consistency. I know that throw them off again. I know. But that's what I do for a living. I guarantee they ain't confused. Guarantee they ain't praying down. What is right? I don't know. I'm still wondering. I'm just taking my time. I'm going to stay with what's straight. I do just like the book said. I'm asking for the old path. Where's the good way? He done told them to stand ye. What was again? Plural. So how much other stuff out here? And do what? What he told me that for? Old path. Where's the what? Where's the old way? What they had? Like the stuff these people come up with, these folk didn't have it. So what they had? They done? They had that new technology people got. What had they done? I'm trying to tell y'all about why these people, man, you be reading and studying all this stuff. The people that write and do a lot of our research, they don't even believe it. Let me say, now, from the studying I get, from what I learned God and Greek their title. I don't use God for him. So how I come through and do more studying, done more studying, more research I did, and still come up with God and Jesus. But you done studied and found truth, and you still saying God, you confusing me. It's confusing. How you do study and get all the information, you come up, you still use a word that you saying weren't the word. It don't make sense. But you know what they thinking here right now? I don't see that as a problem. Of course you don't, because you don't believe. Right. Book says so say and do. Yeah. Matter of fact, we having the same rule of according to what? I believe, you believe, that's what we do. That's why they don't believe it. That's why I can't trust anybody. You research, you don't even believe it. So what I'm doing, I ain't got no business following you anyway. You don't know what you're doing. A lot of these people all over the place. Y'all, listen, take your chances with what you think gonna get you in and see where you come up at. I ain't got time to be skating through here and be just gambling and rolling. I ain't rolling no dice with my salvation. I gotta make sure, listen, when I get up here and do what I do, I can show y'all how I'm moving. I ain't all over the place. Tell like man, I'm not dotting about all over no place. I can come back and show you how I'm walking on this thing. Now this is what I'm standing with, this is what I'm believing. I understand grace and law. I ain't getting rid of one for the other. I'm standing on the thing just like the man said. How was Abraham justified? What did he tell Yasakar about him? He obeyed his law, kept his statutes. Did I come on and tell y'all forget the law? No. Watch these people and see where they at. They all over the place. They don't know what to do with the law. I ain't going nowhere. That's right. Man done told me, could have sat here and told you not one jot, not one tittle gonna know why I passed from it. And I done came up with get rid of the law for con. You a retard. Ain't come to my mind. I don't play with that foolishness. I ain't sitting here wondering who gonna sit up in no Charlene and bring him down. He said only let that come in my heart. Yeah. Come on, folks. Listen, folks don't know that. Listen, you can research and keep studying this stuff, be all over the place, the internet studying. Man, too many internet preachers. One of these jokers come and spoil me for my message I got from them. Tell them to go show you the repeat of the message that I got from one of them and date it. Not one of them. Not one of them. These jokers around here be listening to all these folks. I don't be listening to these people. Man, get me off. I don't play with all these people. No, sir. That man said his sheep know and they know his voice. And I follow him. What you say, Mr. Yahuwah? I don't be following these people. And there's a lot of people out here know. I'm just like Yahushua. I ain't stopping listening to them. You keep working. I'm praying for every Isha Elohim that doing. Never a time go by I don't pray for them. I'm always plowing for them. But I ain't listening to everybody come out here. I ain't interested. Now I found that guy, he's saying the same thing Pastor's saying. Who you going with? And he's saying the same thing I'm saying. What you listening to him for? I ain't finna get up from my white table and go eat the same thing somebody else cooked it just like her somewhere else. I ain't stay right here and eat it. Not my members though. They searching because it's a lot of them out here. It's a lot of truths. I ain't looking for all them truths. You take them. I can't be. This is hidden in this room and out there too. I already know. I watch their face. I already know they all over the place. A lot of these folk all over the place. Ain't no consistency. See if I move. All they got to do is just pull up the sermon I stole from them, or borrow it, or loan me. They make a whole lot of video about me. Where that one at? No, let these people, these folk had you all over the place. Etymology. He got him messed up on that one. How many stuff these folk done came up with? That's how much study do. I'm trying to tell you, that book don't tell you. Ever learning, you'll never be able to come to knowledge of the truth. But make sure what you're looking for the right purpose. Because when it ain't, he going to do just what he's intended to do. Going to throw you right out there and get you messed up. You better follow this, stay with the fold. Right. Stay with the fold. That's the safest way. I watch two men on the show. Every time, listen, watch any animal show you see when the herd running, there's no predator if it'll jump inside that fold. They moving too fast, and he know he gonna get killed. It's always a fool. Got it. Watch when they run. I don't care if high up they doing it down here. They know you jumping down, you finna get grinded powder. They looking for that fool. They're gonna take off running. They got their own research. Come here. I won't carry y'all. Come on, them yarmulkes. He got one of them things like that. I won't wear one. There ain't a sin for them things. What them things? I won't wear one of them. They're like one of them Muslim heads. I don't want them. I don't want nobody to think I eat no soup out of them things. There ain't no sin to wear them things. What them things? I just don't want to wear one. I don't want nobody to never get me cut off. I just wear a scully or something. I don't want nothing make me think I'm with none of these people out here. I just don't want nothing with them. Nothing. I don't want nothing look Muslim. I don't want nothing look like an Israeli. I don't want no star on my head or nothing else. If it's just a star on there, just cut it off. I don't want nobody to confuse me with them. Right. If it's a twinkle, I don't want to let them have it. I don't want to look nothing like them people. Let them have it. You one of them? Never. They're trying to copy us. Right. We ain't trying to copy none of these people. These folks try to give us all that stuff. Mess around and start praying with that stuff. I want them to come grab my hand with some of them beads and grab me. I don't do that, brother. I don't do no carry around no pen with no beads in my hand and bobbing and weaving. I'm not boxing. I'm shooting. That tight ain't it? I'm trying to help y'all out. Y'all need to know something about me. Now y'all gonna follow like I do. So you got to ask yourself. Now, I don't do all that research and stuff they're doing, but I can pull out and show you what I'm talking about. If they got more information than me, I don't know why you ain't got no congregation. You can say to people, why you gonna let these people sit around here and be damned? You know more than I know. If people will pay you, you know more than me. I know they'll pay you. Listen, they'll pay you for the wrong reason. Because there's a lot of these folks want to see me taken down. They ain't been able to do their job yet. Because you know what I'm going to do? You know I beat them all out. I just stay consistent. Every time they see me, I've been doing it for 20-something years. After tell them to count how many days in a week they consistent. That's being honest. I keep the same format. I keep the same run. Listen, come trouble, hell, high water. I don't duck my job, my responsibility. I'm still here. You don't see me piss poor in no corner. You don't see me bobbing, weaving all like I can't think, like I can't talk to nobody. I don't know what's going to do you. Right. Called consistency. Yeah. Flat-footed. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't running from nobody either. I ain't hiring for nobody. I ain't got no scandal on my name. That tight. That tight. You know what I got to do? Get somebody that can read good that can say that. That's all they got to do. Get somebody, man, why y'all want somebody to listen to this old fragmented language I got up here? Using duses and thous and denses. Get you somebody that can speak well, that can write, got great brogue. At the end of the day, do they understand the plan of salvation? Do they care for the welfare and the state of the soul of the people? Or they got self-goals and ambition? No, they in here. Self-goal, the book done talk, self-will. That's what keep it from moving, self-will. That stuff don't work for nobody. Listen, I've been trying to teach our people about the oneness, working together, putting and making things happen together. I still get through people calling the dumbest conversation. Only in here. Y'all do some of the dumbest, say some of the dumbest stuff I ever heard in my life. Y'all work these little groups you got, and you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going to go nowhere because it ain't going to work. Your purpose got to be for more than just yourself. That's what hurts you. A lot of stuff people think, yes, a lot of stuff I want to do, but I look at it's got to be a collective effort. Everything we do, it's supposed to be for the edifying. A lot of stuff they doing is for the glorifying of themselves. Just wait, time prove it out. I'm a hypocrite, false pretender, child molester, homosexual. It'll come out. Nobody getting by. Ain't no special passing for nobody. I'm working for the betterment of the establishment. I need folks to study working for us. Just let them keep running, keep doing. If it work for you, it work for you. It don't make me no. Listen, I ain't mad at people that make it. I want to see you make it and do something with it. All we're going to do is rob you and take it anyway. So whoever you make it, it's just a matter of time before we catch you. We're going to take it anyway. Y'all all right? That's being honest. Got to work that thing out, make it. I try to set y'all up on bigger things than just some of the stuff that people come up here with. I don't know. Y'all try it. See how it work out. Listen, you only live one time. You got to do something stupid before you go to hell. Just keep going. I did so much stupid stuff in my life, I ain't got time for no more stupid stuff. It's got to make sense now. Got to make sense when I sound look at them for a plan of salvation. Don't make sense to do it. You don't believe, you got doubts, disbelief about it. Why even play with it? Do something else. I'm good. That's just being honest. I'm good with what I got. There's a lot of stuff. Everybody got something out here. Listen, this ain't to say what we got, ain't other information, other stuff in there. There's a lot of stuff out there. Grab it and see where you go with it. One time I got to go through it. I only got one. I can't afford to do a whole lot of gambling, young man. Young woman, I can't afford. These folks tell something here, oh, got time. They get time. But how much time you got to try to learn something, try about 4 or 5 more religions before you die? How much time you think you got to do that? How much time you got mother to play with about 4, 5, 6 other religions? Just so we can see what all else is right out here. Let me count how much time you got. I can tell you got some time we check and see. It's scary. Did you ever think you'll ever see 70 something? What, you're 72? Did you ever think, though, you would see 70? You thought that was a long way off one time, but you're there now. Got more days behind than in front of you. You got time to try to go play with some more religion, try to see what, just check out some stuff. Folks don't realize, you get some time, these young folks, they'll play with it. I know, that's it, they're in here. They ain't just, they're out there, they're in here. I know what y'all do. Keep doing it. You young, try it. Man, I'm 50 years, I ain't got time to be playing around a whole lot of stuff these folks just dreaming up and playing with. I'm telling you, man, check some of these authors of your books. They ain't gonna do that, though. No. I be watching, I look at stuff, look this person up. Homo child, I can't trust your stuff. You got your own agendas anyway. You can't judge a book by the cover. Why can't I? White folks judge you by the cover. And I can't, but they're gonna tell me don't judge their book by the cover. White man look at you say you a nigga. That's just the cover. They ain't gonna make me sit down and read their book so I can really know. all a nigga get caught. Guess what though? Tony can't read good. Supposed to be read well. I can't read good. They ain't know I knew it well though, did they? Shh, don't tell them. I can't read good. Let me tell you something. Ain't nobody here I don't know. I know every member in him. Need a computer. I already got one right here. I know where they at and I know where they going. I know when they think they smart me. I know when I know when they been moving all over the place, dotting about. I know when they unsure and they not stable in what they believe. I guarantee that I know what I believe. And I'm persuaded he able to keep that which I done commit against that union. That's why I'm taking my time. Y'all hear me saying? Gotta take my time. Gotta make sure, like Indiana, I be pacing. And I gotta make sure I get this thing right. I can't mess this up now. The thing too critical. I'm leaving him. I gotta make sure when I leave him, I got to make sure I'm right with my Creator. That's all I'm trying to do, make sure I'm right with my Creator. There's nowhere in the world he can charge me to know everything these folks got out here. First of all, these folks studying research, how did they get the information? It's called laws. It's laws. Huh? Let me see your phone. That's your phone? All right, stand up for a minute. Turn around and go that way. Where your phone at? Because you turn around too fast. Give him. You don't work well. Turn around again. Where your phone at? That's right. But you got it. It's lost. Your phone lost right now. But you got it. It's lost. So how these folks got lost books then? How did you have that lost phone if I got it? It's lost. How do you have it if it's lost?
I don't got it.
You have the hunt. Now you got the lost phone.
No, I got a found phone.
Found phone. They call it what it is. The man got more sense than these people got. Why did man go and say he got the lost phone? Because that's going to be a moron. He will be a moron. But it all makes sense when you got intelligence. When you go to college, you get a degree, you sit around white folk, you work a job, you love these people, you love yourself. It all just makes sense. I don't read good, so a lot of stuff don't make sense to me. I'm from the street. And man, I'm from the street. A lot of stuff don't make sense to me. It's got to make sense. How about y'all like this? Some stuff just got to make sense. There's a lot of information out here. You telling me I'm going to have to, I don't know what all these people got. How many people done played with this stuff? Even in the book of Kazun, the second chapter, he could have told them. He wasn't even going to charge them with not knowing all the depths and wilds of say. There's too much stuff out here. These folks don't, you know what the problem be? The basic plan bothered most people. Basic plan. Basic plan, kill them. Basic plan, kill them every time. Love Elohim with all their heart, all their mind, all their soul, and all their strength, and love your neighbor as you love. Who was that again? So whatever I want, you ain't gonna believe me, I want my own. I ain't never said that before, Dwight. I want you to have your own. I ain't never said that before. Basic principle. Ask them who they want to have. Me and my boy. Basic principle, that's how I know you got a problem. When you can't follow basic principle, everything that you get ain't gonna help you. Basic, first time I ever said that. Kill them every time. Basic principle kill most of our people. Because there's too many depths and wilds out here you got to find. The basic principle is going to shoot people. I work for, listen, I center what it is what I'm working from. From there, I work. Y'all got me? When I get up here, I give y'all Romans 15:4. I center it from there. And whatsoever things are written aforetime, written 5, what was it? That we through patience comfort of the scripture might have what? I'm trying to get hope. Give me something I need to use. What scriptures? That were written aforetime. So I can get some patience. So I'm going to watch some people that persevere. Because I'm trying to get hope. Hope making. In hopes of which all that he had promised before it began. So all these things I'm centering from here. What's giving me hope? What's getting me the fundamentals of what these people had? These people trying to get into stuff. This is stuff these people just created to come up with. They read, they got something, it didn't make sense to them. Let me create a system here. But that's what people start getting. After a while, you'll start. No, you're not. You ain't going to believe what happened. Levy the whole lump. Before you know it, you'll get out here, you start creating, fixing your own stuff. I ain't saying there's some system that doesn't assist. But I don't want to start creating no different system. Now, you done told me that for the old path. Now, that ain't going to make sense. Because you're going to tell me the system they created now 1,000 years ago, 500 years ago now, is the old path. So what did Abraham them have? What did Musa them have? What old path you going to go with? What old path am I asking for? That's just how I think. Maybe you educated people see something different. I don't read good. There's a lot of stuff out here. Y'all better take your time. I watch your faces. You ain't consistent. What you got, if it's better, why they ain't got you no consistency? Why ain't got you standing? I want something gonna make me stand. I don't know. I tell you the problem, you play basketball, you want to be a great basketball, best people to watch are the ones that on the bench. They don't never get in the game. What do they do? How do they help your game out? Nobody trying to be like no bench rider. Then you do got them people say, shoot, man, I'd be glad to be on the bench, even if I don't play. You would. Right. I wouldn't be in the game. Y'all got it? Go see when they playing, somebody holler somebody's name on the bench that don't play. Everybody start out, who is that? That's why they were asking about the boom boom. They said, what it is? Everybody heard the Cotton Club. They said, Ray, you ever been in that Cotton Club up there, man? He said, man, it's all right, man. He said, you ever go up there, go to Ray Boom Boom Boom. Can't nobody heard of it. The boom, what it is? We ain't heard everybody heard of Cotton Club. That's where black people went to play. Everybody went there to get out. Now you talking about the boom boom. We ain't heard no boom boom room. So a lot of stuff folks tell you about, you got to be real careful. If you trying to be saved, if you ain't, I'm telling you, y'all be surprised. Even here, everybody ain't trying to be saved. People just, if you do something long enough, you just learn how to become comfortable, just like your job. How many of y'all got a job? How many of y'all go to work? How many of you like it? See, you can do something and not like it. You can come here and don't like it. You can come here and don't be into it. Just like you go to your job, you just killing time till something else happen. Oh, I'm here. I got to be him. I'm doing like Kabaku. I'm standing on my watch. I'm looking to see what I should answer when I am reproved. The man tell me, write the kazoo and make it plain. So when y'all read it, you can run. Y'all hear me? I got to make it plain. So when you read it, you can run. You know how you going to run? With patience. And before you run, you ain't going to believe what you're going to do. What you going to do? Got to lay aside and that's so easily. That's what a runner learns. And a good runner going to tell you that. No runner going to run with no backpack on. No real runner ain't going to waste no time. That stuff. Let me tell you something. A lot of stuff people do. Runners ain't going to waste their time with that. Let me tell you. Daniel. Is Daniel out there? I'm asking a question. Daniel used to run track. How many weight vests and ankle weights you used to wear to train? I can't tell you folks. Now, you know I got folks. I'm telling how I know they don't be. Now, Dave, man, you ever had that conversation? Man said no, we ain't had that conversation. What would make me ask Daniel how many weight vests and how many ankle weights he wore to train? It don't make sense. That's not going to help you train. When I watch these people do a lot of stuff they do, I just don't tell them because they're going to be offended. They're going to be offended with me. But I asked Daniel son who I know run, and we've never had the conversation. See, Daniel's running like he told you. It don't make sense. I need to be laying aside every weight. All weight gonna do is teach me how to run with stuff I don't need. A runner don't need weight. Just being honest. A lot of stuff these people do, they pick up too much weight and it distracts them from what they need to be doing. In their mind, they thinking it's good because they done picked up some weights, it's gonna make them better. It ain't gonna make you better. It just teach you how to hold yourself up. They don't like that though. They don't like when I know nothing. There's a ground, Monty. There's a ground. Ha! I got the knife. Cut the lights on. They don't like when I got the knife. I want the knife, please. I'm trying to tell you, I mean, a lot of stuff people doing. Don't be trying to pick up no weight. You trying to run no race. Lay it aside. So you can run that thing with patience. Y'all all right? Well, I don't know. That's a message in a message. Now, that's a message in a message. It taught you that too, huh? I told you if I be preaching every time I'm up here. Y'all got to hear ching ching and the board roll out. You know, I've been preaching the whole time I got up here. Can I tell you about stuff? Listen, when you leave here, the goal is to get you to think, to keep working on the plan. You need a plan, and you got to work on the plan in order for the plan to be sufficient to work for you. If you're just going to take it in and you don't absorb it and then put it into action, it's not going to benefit you. Just like the plan, it don't benefit you to tell you about salvation, Ruach HaKodesh, if you're not going to put the plan into action. You got to see a benefit in it, folks. When people go get a job, here's going to get them. You're one of the people who ask about money, you ain't going to believe it. What kind of benefit package do you have? Because a lot of time that can make up for the pay. You come in here, you're not looking at the benefit package. You're just kind of just doing something, just kidding. It don't make sense. Use your head, people. Don't let nobody dumb you down. Do something different. If this doesn't work for you, do what works for you. I ain't mad at you. That's your soul. You got a right to save it. You got a right to F it up if you want to. It's yours. I just choose to save mine. They say, oh, what are you trying to say? If I ain't with him, I ain't trying to say nothing. You heard what I said. If you just recited it. Listen, I ain't the only teacher. Pick you up a book and teach yourself. You have no need that no man should teach you. Run on out and try it. And the man done told you that each going to have to declare it to you. Go ahead on and run smart. I tell you, everything a trap going to mess you up. How many people done started out and ran out and they done took that bird and done started out of there? Man done told you you're going to have to be taught. If everybody teach themselves, you don't need us being here. Just stay home and everybody educate themselves. Like homeschool, it don't work for everybody. Everybody's not skilled in the education level. So you come and pick your kids to where somebody got a better skill than you and let them educate them. So you here so I can educate you because you don't have the ability like you think you do. In your mind, you think you do. I wouldn't let nobody teach me dumber than me. I wouldn't do it. That's why I don't watch everybody. Because I don't find it entertaining to let no buffoon teach me something I know is wrong. And I know it don't make sense. I know it wouldn't make sense. I wouldn't let them teach it to me. That wouldn't be intelligent. All right, y'all all right? Been insulted, been taught, you've been given, you know, but it's all been for the benefit of Savior. You know who does that? That's what a teacher does. He disciplines and he educates. I ain't saying I can't educate and can't discipline. It goes with the job. Right? All right, let's stand and give you a hand clap. Anyone? Wonderful.